This is the Colonial, John FM with Depanio, and next Wednesday. We're going to there till 2 o'clock AM, that is. So you listen to the cool keyboard of the man called Jackie Mitu, one of the great Jamaican musicians. Him have some serious instrumental, but you know it's a Jamaican musician right now, especially in the popular dancehall genre, no make instrumental music. It's a serious thing. We don't have no great instrumental music come out of Jamaica again. Because the man use so much machine, you can't change no car. You can't change no car, the night I go up on no bridge and all them something there with the machine. You're supposed to can't set the machine away there, you know. If somebody can call me and tell me if you can't set machine to make bridge. Go to the bridge now, boom. Some man don't even know what me call about bridge. I'm good at things all bridge me I talk about for build cross Duns River. But it's a terminology them using in music. You understand? I don't know if I will if I youth know where I'm say go to bridge. Bridge time, you know, but instrumental music was one of the key parts of the Jamaican landscape when it come on to popular music. That is why them man, you know, could have make music, sit down in a studio and just make music without any singer. And then you just, it's either the singer come in and do something on the rhythm there. Because a long time man had go over rhythm. Or the artist rhythm is used by a musician with a lead instrument. So instead of you have the vocal styling of the artist, you have the lead styling of the instrumentalist. Whether it's a keyboard player or a saxophonist or a trombone or a trumpet. But them things they get lost in the music now, you know. Musician can't show off again with certain levels because that jazz feel run left the music, you know, or a straight thing. It's either to try copy a hip-hop style or them a try find something where them nobody have to change no chord or change no this. Them just go right through the music with the same beat, right through. Nothing wrong with it still, you know, but you have to be sure the versatility can only be recognized when you can use the instrument in different ways, not just straight 1-2-1-2 chord business are go on. So, we want to give thanks again for the moment. Give thanks to Monique for come sitting with me and look on our iPhone and say who is who and what is what. And we'll say that but I'm not just in a while ago. Oh, I'm gone too. O'Brien I'm gone. He might work tomorrow morning. Oh, I saw them drop it for me and oh. Me no feel no way. Me all the while by myself. So if you don't want to take away all of them from me, I know nothing. If you don't want to take and a cabo do it to you, cabo, you say if you want to take with them from me, take them away. Me can't survive. I will survive. I will survive. Trust me. We have some little people around me where nobody can see. Be alright. Anyway. Because me here say don't she have to be about she gone too. And she just come here, you know. She just come here and she gone already. But me no care. Go on. Go on. Me will survive. Things that me not survive. I will survive it all the while and I will survive 20 and more years. Yes. All when you don't have no teeth in your mouth, you still survive. Anyway, cutting edge.
With the KFC Everyday Value Menu, you can...
President Mugabe of Zimbabwe is now taking back the rest of the land from what the white people them there. The farming land from the white people them there. And say, all right, now is the time now when we have to wrap up this. Take back the land and give back to the African people. So Mugabe is now retrieving the land that the Europeans came there and stole from the African people. He's now taking back the land. So, I mean, I don't know, but I know say a whole heap of people vex and screw about that. But Mugabe is always saying that South Africa mustn't be complacent, you know, because black people still don't have them land. You know, land is the basis of power. If you don't have any land, you don't have any power. Most wars that has been fought was fought over land. Get that straight in your head, you know. Most exploitation of people by other people. People exploit people because of their land. If you look on history will recall that most wars that have been fought was fought over land. If you look on how the guys them come on in this part of the world and control the land, and then because them can't do the work themselves, them go on next man land and take some people out of the same land and bring them on so and work them. If you look upon evil in Europe, the devastation of Europe was for land. When you see all these guys left Europe and go into India and divide India and call apartheid Pakistan, that is land grabbing. Because one country, you know, is divided into two. One them call Pakistan and one them call India. If you look on the struggle of the Tibetan people, it's all about China declaring that this part is China and not giving the people them autonomy over them own rights and duty. Land. If you look on Jamaica, squatting is something that them call Jamaican people. And during the emancipation period, emancipation of slavery, when a slave get way, because him have them for slave master name, him couldn't run too far. Because if a master, slave master, call him slave Monique, French style, and Monique decides that she go run way from Portland and go to St. Thomas. When a slave master see her and asks her which name, she go say Monique. She go say, oh, you is Monique, slave, up there so, in a Portland, what you doing in a St. Thomas? And then just take you and carry you go back. The name represent your slave master. No joke business. Your name represent the slave master. That means say, if you have a name yourself, the slave master give you the slave master name or a family of the slave master. John, Henry, Beck, all them names that them give you the name of the slave master. So when you run away and you think say you're gone, and them say, the man will capture you, say, where your name? You say, your name John. Him say, oh, he's John slave. So what you doing up St. Andrew? You need to go back to St. Anne. I'm going send a messenger to John and tell him, say, I have him slave over here. Are you sure it's my slave? Yes, him say him name John. Oh, John, yeah. Yes. Can you bring him back, please? For a barrel of rum. Yes. So I let me come to the slave, we walk around with the slave master name and I go and like say, oh, and my name is McGregor. McGregor is Scottish. Scottish name you're walking around with. I'm feel proud of it. And when you hear the African name, you thought, oh, what kind of name that? Mutabaruka, where you get them name from? I saw them trick way. Them really play a one power do. But you know, Pablo Moses about said, take back your name and give back your name. We're going to look for that tune there, you know. But before we look for the tune, we're going to play this. I know, so we're not stop play this, you know. We're not stop play this.
When I look at Africa, many questions come to mind. Many times I ask myself, what would happen if Mwalimu were to rise up and see what is happening? Many times I ask myself, what would happen if Kwame Nkrumah and Patrice Emery Lumumba were to rise up and see what is happening? Because what they would be confronted with is an Africa where the Democratic Republic of Congo is unsettled. There is a war going on there, but it's not on the front pages of our newspapers, because we don't even control our newspapers and the media. As I speak to you, the Central African Republic is at war, but we talk of it only mutedly. As I speak to you now, in South Sudan, the youngest nation in Africa, the Nuer have risen against the Dinka. As I speak to you now, Eritrea is unsettled. As I speak to you now, there is an ease in Egypt as there is an ease in Libya. In Niger it is no better. In Senegal, in the Casamance is no better. In Somalia is no better. Africa is at war with herself. This is what they would be confronted with. They would be confronted with an Africa which statisticians and romantic economists say is growing, but which in truth is stagnated. That is the Africa that they would be confronted with. They would be confronted with an African which, as Professor Mlama intimated in our presentation here, is an African which is suffering from schizophrenia. He does not know himself. They would be confronted with an African whose young men and women have no interest and no love for their continent. They would be confronted with an Africa where young men and young women are constantly humiliated at the embassies of European countries and at the United States of America as they seek the almighty green card. They would be confronted with an Africa where young men and women from Niger, Nigeria, Senegal, Mali, and Mauritania drown in the Mediterranean as they seek to be enslaved in Europe. This time round, Africans are not wailing and kicking as they are being taken away to be enslaved. They are being seen wailing and kicking as they seek to be enslaved in Europe and America. This is the tragedy of Africa. They'll be confronted with an African where people have lost their self-pride. An Africa where Africans are not proud of their things. An Africa where in the hotels of Dar es Salaam or Nairobi, even food has foreign names. When we fry potatoes, we call them French fries, even when they are fried in Dar es Salaam. That is the Africa that they would be confronted with. They would be confronted with another Africa. An Africa which does not tell her story. An Africa whose story is told by Europe and America. The CNN, Radio Deutsche Welle, Radio France.
The CPU
that is the Africa they would be confronted with. They would be confronted with young men and women who have no pride in Africa. When they want to enjoy themselves, they sing the praises of football teams from Europe and America. It is Manchester United. It is Arsenal. It is Real Madrid. And Barcelona, not Yanga, not Mufulira Wanderers, not Gor Mahia, not FC Leopards, no. That is the Africa that they would be confronted with. They would be confronted with an Africa which does not enjoy theater and drama. That Africa celebrates Leonardo DiCaprio. It celebrates because throughout the ages, the battle has always been the battle of the mind. And if your mind is conquered, then you are going nowhere. And that is why in the ages of enlightenment in Europe, the great René Descartes said, cogito ergo sum, I think therefore I am. And therefore if Africans are to begin to make a contribution in their affairs, Africans must begin to think. But the question is, are we thinking? We have universities in their numbers. Tanzania has universities including Dar es Salaam. Nairobi has universities, as indeed Kampala, as indeed South Africa, Johannesburg. We have all these universities. We have engineers. But our roads are not being made by Tanzanian civil engineers. It is the Chinese who are present in this assembly who are making our roads. So we have engineers who cannot even make roads. We have doctors whom we have trained. But when we are sick, particularly if we are of the political class, depending on who colonized you, if you are colonized by the United Kingdom, you rush to London. If you are colonized by the French, you rush to Paris. If you are colonized by the Portuguese, you rush to Lisbon. And if you are colonized by the Spaniards, you rush to Madrid, Spain. And recently, because the Asians are beginning to get their act together, we run to India. And very lately, because the Arabs are also beginning to get their act together, we run to Dubai. Notwithstanding that we have the Kenyatta hostels of this country, the Muhimbilis of Tanzania, the Chris Hani Baragwanaths of South Africa, and the Mama Yemos of Kinshasa and Zaire or the Democratic Republic of Congo, but we have no faith in our doctors. In the area of education, we also don't have faith. Our political class introduced something that they call free education, but it's free indeed, free of knowledge. Because they are so suspicious of those institutions that the typical African politician would not dare take their children to those schools. Their children will be educated in the British system, in the American system, so that when they graduate, they go to the United Kingdom, to the United States. Not that there is anything wrong with those institutions, but the agenda is wrong because our leaders long lost the script and ought to be described for who they are, our misleaders. But we are co-authors of our own misfortune. Whenever we are given an opportunity to elect our leaders, we are given a blank check. And if you permit me a little latitude, and if you give me a blank check, and you allow me to analogize, and you say that I'm given the blank check to buy a Mercedes Benz, what we do is that when we are called upon, having been so empowered, we buy what one calls a tuk-tuk from India and expect it to behave like a Mercedes Benz. How does that happen? Because what we do is to elect thieves. We elect hyenas to take care of goats, and when the goats are consumed, we wonder why.
REFM, thought-provoking, always smoking, lyrics like a bazooka. You are listening to Mutabaruka.
You ever really sit down and think, pan, your name? It's a simple little thing. You ever sit down and really think, pan, how you get your name, what your name mean, why your mother give you that name, or your father give you that name? Is your name a reflection of who you are? Is the meaning of your name reflecting the personality that is projected onto people? I mean, serious. You know, a man say, what is a name? And the next man answer, a name is more precious than silver and gold. You ever hear that phrase yet? A name is more precious than silver and gold. You know, say when a woman say a man a dog, you know, say a serious thing, she'll tell him, she'll put a name on him where is of an animal that him don't want to be associated with in that sense of the word. And you know, when a man say a woman is a bitch, and you know when somebody say somebody a Lego beast, it's a terrible thing. A name in our cultural expression, and when we say culture, I talk about in Africa. In Africa, when a child is born, you know, those, because you watch TV and you like Kim Kardashian, you go call you pick the Kardashian too. And that's how it work. Only in the West, your people watch TV. And them say, you know, say me like Kim Kardashian, and next pick me, I'm going to call her Kim. I saw them do it, you know. Them most, I mean, I say most too. Because, I mean, a whole heap of, talk the truth, a whole heap of female who have them pick me and name them pick me, look on the television when white people they on them TV and call them pick me after the name of the white person with they on the television. Your money say true. And she don't know what she say most of the time, and she knows say true me attack. But you hear me I say no, because it's a serious thing, you know. Examine your name. I bet you the majority of mothers who give them children name right now don't know the meaning of the name when them give them pick name. And the name does not reflect. Most of the time, name reflect race, you know. Nationality sometime. You never, watch a man. I want to check what me I say, you know. We are talk like ones and one now, just sit in and a reason. Make a reason about this thing, you know. Anytime you're in Jamaica, you say chin. There's no doubt about your mind and how you conceive the person who named Chin in your head. Chin is always coming up in your head as a Chinaman. The weirdest thing about Jamaica, and every Chinaman named Chin. It's a terrible thing. And I will have a Chinaman named Chin, you know. You have a Chinaman named a different name, Chow, Chong Shu, and all them stuff there. But to be real, anytime you think on Chin, in your mind, if a man say, go down and Mr. Chin shop, go see if him have any whatsoever, bread or cornmeal. I have 5 shops down the road. You know which shop you go, even if you never know which part of the shop there. But you see, if you walk, go to one shop, and you sit down and they say, no, I'm Mr. Chin shop, that you know. 2 shop, no, I'm Mr. Chin shop. That's where you see a certain man in there, you say, see Mr. Chin there. He can't hide. Him name give him where. What me say? Me say, him name give him where. That means say, name is a cultural manifestation of people, place, and things, and it reflects the individual personality. But when we give ourselves name, we don't see the significance of the name that your child is walking around with in relationship to who they are. So in Africa, when a child is born, or even before the child is born, depending on what the parents is looking for in that child, the child is given a name to reflect. The child is given a name to reflect what the mother got through at the time of having that child, what the mother and the father is going through at the time of having that child, or when the child is born, what they expect of the child. You don't know, so long I watch TV and you pick the name, especially white people name. Because you continue the manifestation of European culture in its highest level. Because that is how white people perpetuate them culture all over the world. By putting name and places, people and things. Look on it. check the life you live in, look around you, and see if most of the things that is of significance don't have a European name to it, attached to it. Most of the things them that you have are what you see, are what you think about, is reflective of European culture. And them understand that. Them understand why they must come in our country. And if the native them call the country one name, them call the country a next name, and then divide up the country and call the country names after the people them who is reflective of themselves. Thus you have Portland, St. Thomas, Kingston, St. Andrew, Manchester, Clarendon, St. Elizabeth, Hanover, Trelawney, St. James, St. Anne, what me not call it? St. Mary. Can you imagine that? Tell me which one of them names there reflect the ambience of Jamaica. Look at how Jamaica stay. Lush. I mean mountains, the backbone of Jamaica is the Blue Mountains. When you go between the Blue Mountain and the Janko Mountain, man, me I tell you, man, it's like a heaven there. I don't know much people ever take the Kunu pass, you know, but me I suggest, me I sell the Kunu pass to Jamaican people. For once in your life, take a journey through the Kunu pass. Where slap your back right into the heart of the Janko Mountain and Blue Mountain. And you know, say that is what them call now heritage, World Heritage Site, because them understand the beauty and significance of that space in our earth. Yeah. So take a look and examine the name that is given to people, places and things, and tell me if it is reflecting you. Most of the street them we have in Jamaica. Who the hell is St. Anne? Most Jamaica people know who was St. Anne. Oh, Saint coming at this. Oh, none of the road them not have no Taino name. We don't even know no Taino name neither, because all we know is Taino. Some people say Arawak. We don't know no Taino name. No individual name of no Taino. And them were supposed to be the people them that come here first. Where the white people them come here, come kill off and give them disease and all them things there. Disease that them never even know about. Gonorrhea, syphilis, all them kind of disease there. Them things they never did at Jamaica, you know. A Columbus and them friend them bring them come here, you know. When them come on here, so enough Taino there, you know, when them left here, you know, the Taino population get small. And now young people sit down and study the Taino in like it's relics of Jamaican heritage. And them want to put now Taino upon the coat of arms now for make you say, yes, see, the first inhabitants of Jamaica was the Tainos. But what do you know of the Tainos? Name one Taino to me. One. Name one of them. Name one Taino. How much Jamaican can name the name of a Taino? This is the Cutting Edge on RFM.
Don't make diseases spread. Wash your hands with soap and water instead. Wash them regular or use a hand sanitizer. Make sure the germs them dead. Touching your eyes or your mouth or your nose. Wash your hands before you do things like those. After you use the bathroom before preparing food, come on, wash your hand them clean. Cause it's so easy for germs multiply. You better wash your hands, it can save your own life. Wash your hand them clean, nobody spread no disease now. Hand washing is key.
A message from the Ministry of Health and PAHO.
Do you or someone you know have a
drug, drinking, or gambling problem? Rise Life Management Services offers treatment information and telephone counseling. Call us at 1-888-991-4146 or 967-3779 after 4:30 p.m. Help is now available 7 days a week, 8:30 a.m. to 12 midnight. All information will be treated confidentially.
All right. So we are talking about name, you know, because it's very important, even though it might look insignificant at this time, yeah. But it's very important because this is where we look on societies, and what the society reflect is names. The most common denominator in what we call the colonialism of the mind, or the colonial mentality, is to think in the European logics and think in the European language. Because it's very difficult for you to think in a man language and come up with something that is ideologically different from how him think. Because then you have to go where you are think based upon where him teach in him language. And then most of the time you come up with it and say, boy, how foolish is your think. Because you can't see no logic tonight, because you have to weigh logics based upon the language where him give. And how him come to that understanding is based upon the language where him give. So every understanding where you come to, you have to go decipher, sieve out all of the logical explanation based upon your ability to comprehend outside of what you were taught, whether in school, out of school, or just information that you gather. You have to go figure it out and look at it in a certain different way and different understanding, which is very difficult. So when you hear name direct you to a place specifically. Name direct you to a place. So when you say Portland, right away you think, which part of Portland there? But then no. Who was Portland? How much people? What is important? There's no, according to the logics, where they would have give you at this moment in time, Muta, it don't make no difference. Knowing who was Portland, what is the name of Portland, and where Portland come and don't make no difference. You think it don't make no difference? It make a whole heap of difference. It make a whole heap of difference because it's so embedded and ingrained in us now that we not see it as important. They have placed names in our head to identify people, places and things so much now that even if we go beyond the name and realize that that name you don't really fit that place there, make we call it a different name. You're the same people that say, well, you want to call it a different name for that name that is not, we're gone by the man and can't go good at it and them fufu thing them tell people, you know. It that name so all of your life, your grandmother didn't know that name, so your mother didn't know that name, so where you come try change the name for? You try change the name because you have now come into the realization that identity in the place of liberation is very important and significant to the people who are searching for liberation and freedom. And if you can't search for liberation and freedom inside of your logics, then the next man will control you. Because you're in the class of powerful people will never educate powerless people in what it means to take the power away from them. Because the aim of powerful people is to stay powerful by any means necessary. So we'll come back to the name of Chin. For sure, powerful name is that I don't have no one in a Jamaica when him say Chin is not a Chinaman him a think pan, whether I know the Chinaman or not. As a matter of fact, when people start, if you want to associate a Chinese with something and you call him Chin, Mr. Chin, I never know of no other name when I a youth more than Mr. Chin Shop. I never hear about no other name. Go down and Mr. Chin shop. I never ever ask the man where if him name Chin or Chon or Chow. But every China man, to me, the name Mr. Chin. But guess what? You see, anytime I hear the name Mr. Chin, me know says a China man. Me not have to ask that in my mind. Me see that in my head. No. Maharaji. When you hear the name Maharaji, what come up in your head? Now think about it. How them get you to associate a name with a look? Because you know nothing about the man, you know, or the person, or the place, or the thing, you know. But they make you associate a name with a look of a person. So you hear the word Maharaji. And you not think pan Mr. Chin. Mr. Chin no come up like a name in your thinking at all when you say Maharaji. But your name Maharaji. You say go down at the inbound shop and look for the man with the name Maharaji. When you're going at the inbound shop and the security stand up in front tight, you know, go to him and say, are you named Maharaji? No! Because the security don't look like a Maharaji, because how your mind perceive and think about Maharaji. It's not how the security guard look. Because you associate Maharaji, you associate the security guard with a total different name. So when you go in at the store now, you go ask say, Maharaji. And guess what now? Them say Maharaji is round at the back. And you see when you see an Indian man come out, whether it's Maharaji or not, because he didn't use a Maharaji round at the back. When the Indian come out, you say, I wonder if him name Maharaji. Oh, you get for him name Maharaji. Why him never name Mr. Black? Why you couldn't think in your mind say the man where come from around at the back name Mr. Black? Because the first impression you get now say, oh, I must see him that, you know, Maharaji. And you say if it's a China man that come from around at the back, you not say him a Mr. Maharaji. You could have deal a little more. That means say your mind, you don't get conditioned into the name to identify with individuals, places and things. But look on this now. Because right away now, Maharaji, Indian. First thing, Gandhi, you think about Indian too. Unless a black man got thief a name, because black people love thief people name. Except him own. A black man is a more thief a Indian name, a Scottish name, a Irish name, than go thief a Ghanaian name, a Ethiopian name, or whatever. A Rasta come here so. Rasta, with no apology. Rasta come right in a Jamaica here so. And figure it out. Rasta come figure out the name thing. So Rasta call himself all bongo this, bongo that, bongo what, that, and call some name where, man, I say, boy, where you call it, where you call get them name there from? Because him a decipher the puzzle. Him a show you say, but what you know, you see them name the way them give it, them why you identify with them. So when you look on the name now, you say, wow. This is where I'm going after the card. Yeah. All right, we can work it out. All right. We say that when you realize that the Maharaji, the Mr. Chin, conjure up a certain look. But check this. Go down on the road and go down to the doctor office there and talk to Mr. White. Right away, you know, think pan no Chinaman, think pan no Indian, and guess what? You know, everything pan a white man. I'll tell you, them have way, because if you tell a man to go down at the pharmacy to Mr. White, maybe you could have want to really think pan a white man, but you definitely not think pan a Chinaman. But most of the time, really, If you go down on the thing and you hear the man name Mr. White, it's a black man down the name Mr. White, you know. It's a black man down the name Mr. White. How the hell they make you think, say, when you go down there, it's a black man you're going to see name Mr. White. You know, so the thing kind of confusing. Because them put people, place and thing in front of your psyche. Your subliminal inject this idea that it's very difficult to move away from it. So you hear Mr. White and Mr. Brown. You not look for no white man. You not look for no China man. Mr. Brown is a black man down the road. Mars Brown live down the bottom of the road. When you go down there, so you go see Mars Brown, you think so you look for a China man? It's a weird thing. We're going to come back to it. Name. People, places and things. That thing name known. Yes. Cutting edge. Speak, you know, and don't cut me off, you know. Speak.
Hello?
Yes.
Hi, Muta.
Hi. Wow. Well, may I tell you?
I love your shows, and I think I love you.
But may I tell you something? It's in your bed you is talking to me?
Yes.
With your pillow?
With my pillow, I'm a blanket.
Wow. And more than one pillow you have, I lay down there with, you know?
Several, yeah.
No, there's more than one pillow you have?
Multiple pillows.
Yeah.
Multiple.
All right. How you do?
I want to say I'm fantastic.
Yeah, fantastic. Good.
Health and strength. I have Muta in real life.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't tell us, say, I have a friend named Cheyenne, and she and I talk about you like you're any, you know? I have a friend named Cheyenne, and she and I talk about you like you're any, you know? We sincerely admire you.
You talk to me like your pillow.
Talk about you like my pillow. Yes.
Pillow talk. You want to hear that song, the pillow talk?
Yeah, pillow talk. I'm good, but, you know, there's things that, and it's kind of off their subject. It's not people play something. It's not that. But I read something. I'm in Florida, by the way.
Are you from Florida?
Yeah, Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
Yes, and I read something in Jamaica Gleaner today. And this is what makes me not so fantastic. So I think the title was Thou Knowest Not. Pickersgill unaware of rivers in Manchester.
Thou knowest not?
Yeah, that was the title. Thou Knowest Not. So apparently there was a thing between Pickersgill and Shaw. And Shaw quotes the Bible in.
Oh, yeah?
And Pickersgill corrects him.
No, wait there. What part of the Bible Shaw quote? You know, somebody go find it. You can't find it, money. Which part? Which paper you say it in?
Jamaica Gleaner.
To the Gleaner?
Yes, I believe so.
Shaw talk about a thing where Pickersgill quote in the Bible and Shaw correct him. I say if Shaw quote something and Pickersgill correct him.
Vice versa.
Okay.
Like
Shaw quote something. So what it was pertaining to? What was the need to quote the Bible? That somebody what?
I don't think they ever have a need to quote the Bible more than to deflect the real issues. But,
okay.
You know what I mean? So I think I can pull it up on my phone. So it's the actual article said
you can't find it.
I found it.
Okay, read it and let me hear it because I don't know where this lady has shown me. Read it.
I want to come to the imperative part.
Don't know it
Another Manchester MP, Audley Shaw, found himself at the center of
wait, yeah, crack up. Yeah, crack up on me.
Okay. Is that better?
Start now.
Okay. So it says, another Manchester MP, Audley Shaw, found himself at the center of ridicule after he emerged wrong and strong on biblical quotation. He was exalting all MPs to get the nation to rally behind education as the best and most reliable avenue out of poverty. And the quote says, sacrifice, do your best, teach your children to read your Bible. It says the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Teach them that and teach them to read, Shaw said. But Pickersgill led a throne of government MPs who laughed at Shaw and said to him that he should substitute the word wisdom with knowledge. Shaw would not have it. He rose to his feet and challenged, I'm being told that I misquoted the Bible. I want to tell Minister, the Bible in the book of Proverbs chapter 3 verse 5 says it is the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. It goes on to say fools despise wisdom and instruction, Shaw said. So apparently it's Proverbs chapter 3, and the dispute is whether the word is wisdom versus knowledge. But that's not really the part of the article that made me feel unsettled.
Yeah. What was the part that
the part of the article that made me feel unsettled was the actual top of the article. So this is why I say it's deflecting. Yeah. Because Pickersgill was ashamed and embarrassed by Michael Phillips, who revealed to him a river in Manchester.
Yeah, that's what the headline said. The headline talked about the river.
Right.
Don't know it not. Pickersgill unaware of rivers in Manchester. Shaw rebuked for Bible quotation.
So I think that his correction to Shaw was to deflect against his lack of knowledge toward Jamaica's river systems as the Minister of Water.
Yeah.
And that's the unsettling part of it. So while I live in Florida, my boyfriend lives in Solani. Pardon?
No, him is the Minister of Water and him never know about the river.
And he never know about the river. So it's really unsettling. My boyfriend is in Trelawney, and what I know is that Trelawney supplies 60% of Jamaica with water.
Yeah.
But my man say water lock off from when?
Yeah, what if a water lock off?
Right? But then I get water bills for $19,000. So these are the things that's unsettling to me because I read and I nosy into Pickersgill's finances and what Google says about what he's paid as far as a stipend, as far as allowances. And it's disheartening that he can sit there and receive his pay and live in big life. And people are really, really facing the effects of it. So you take a stance and you say, well, things can't happen overnight, and you try to be optimistic about it. But then you're looking at the paper, big paper, and this man knows the river exists, so it's like a slap in the face. You're not
hold on, it's a special thing. It's so amazing that it's laughable. I mean, I listen to that, I tell you, it get away, but I'm going to go back to the name thing, But I want to find this news here and play it for the people. See if you can find it for me. And I talk about the news until I can play it. All right, we don't play that tune now. We're going to play it again. Stupidity of black people when it comes on to naming them picnic, and we don't have we don't see name as significant to any development or any process of liberation. You understand? Now, our liberation, we are working with us, A liberation, we are working. So when we are talking about name, we are talking about liberation. You understand? And one might ask, how the hell name can liberate you? But we know. Because Marcus Garvey tell us, so we have to look what them do, Watch how them do them thing, Believe you me. And we see say them use name. And most people have names that identify them. Even nationally. Most people have names that identify them. And we are walk around with them name. And when we hear names where reflect our ancestor and the place where most of our ancestors come from, we are going like say, what kind of name that? You can't get to pick the African name. You're African. Me hear people say that, Oh, you get to pick the African name, him African? And him look at the TV and call the picnic one name from some white person with on the TV will come from Ireland. It's weird, man. I don't know if I'm me sick or something, but I find it very strange and weird how people that just lick down African name and I thought, well, after you're not African, where you give yourself African name, after you're not African, and the name Brown, Black, Anthony Black, George Brown, I mean, really, Macintosh, McGregor, all these names. Why you don't want to give them name there? Because you are brainwashed. That is why you give a pity them name, because you are brainwashed. That is simple. You don't understand that name reflect the people them. When a man hear your name, he must identify you with a group of people. Don't care where a man wants to say. You can't hide. If you go in a certain places, in the east, far east, or near east, anytime you hear a man name, it's like if you hear the name Bernstein. You hear the name Bernstein, you know it's a Jewish name. And the only way it's not a Jewish name Bernstein is if you take the name like how black people take name and call themselves name and them not represented. Like when you say Macintosh. And black people say, your name Macintosh because you take the name. But most people who name Bernstein, because the Jews them have a certain name that identify them. When you go to America, you hear a man say him name a certain name. If you know how name go, and people do that. We're not talking about we know black people because we are idiots when it comes on to that. But white people, knowing you or not knowing you, him hear your name and him can really deal with you based upon where you say your name is. Because I know say who to associate with you, associate you with. When you go to Fifth Avenue in New York and you see the jewelry store them, and you go in at the jewelry store them and ask the man who owns the store what name. You know say, I mean, if you know about name, you know say it's a Jewish guy that. It's just simple. You come out and you hear a man name, so you know, you're not going to know say he's a Jew because you're not put no significance on name. Until we want to identify somebody for our personal gratification. Alright, we could come off of that little and go to this. Tomorrow man, you're going to wake up with a news that talk about a guy, a teenager now. You hear the stupid fool thing, you know. You know why you have fool thing? You know them have the selfie thing go on here, so now. Everybody have take selfie now, you know, but them actually make a stick where you can put the phone pan, connect it to a little wire and hold it up in front of you and snap the thing and snap your own picture. That is the in thing now, you know. You know why nobody take no picture, you know. You want a selfie. Because most of the time you're not going to take a picture and I'm going to rub up in jaw for your jaw. Because I must say, come closer, let me see. I can't hold the camera probably. I say, come closer, you have to turn the camera horizontal. You have to turn vertical. I have to rub up my face by you too much. So the selfie now is to make you don't rub up your face by nobody. Like you can stretch out the selfie way out there so and pose and take the picture. Either idiot you can now. A Houston teenager kill himself while taking a selfie with a gun. You know him do that? Simply no. Him have the gun in him hand, him right hand, and hold it in him head so, and hold the selfie stick out there so, and forget say him no fit click the gun. No, hey, you see people, hey, watch your word. The youth make a read it. Chat show me how to read it, you know. A 19-year-old Houston man, a day ahead of starting community college, accidentally killed himself Tuesday while taking selfies with a gun, police said. The gun blast hit Dillian also Smith in the throat. In the throat, it licked him. That means him hold the gun. I'm next, so. I can't see him hold the gun, so you know. And I hold the selfie stick out there, so you know. and forget say him not click the gun. Him not click the two of them click. I done him life done. Because see when family I say so now. Because if I can interject something so and see when family I say.
It's just crazy how somebody could be here in 1 minute.
Alright, make we work it out, yeah.
Seconds they gone. Family members are devastated after.
Alright, make a figure. I'm going to figure it out. Make I go back to it. Alright, so me I tell you, black people, and it's a black youth, you know. I don't know white youth and them thing. There's a black youth because you see what the past them are doing in Africa now. Yeah, man, the past them are do some nasty thing now, you know. Yeah, man, them are use Christianity now to do some very nasty thing in the church. But we can say if we can catch up the selfie, brother, and play the selfie youth. Come selfie youth.
Yeah, 1 minute. And then seconds ain't gone.
Alright.
Family members are
We're not doing something right.
Police say their loved one, 19-year-old DeLeon Alonzo Smith, accidentally shot and killed himself.
Yeah, yeah, it's all right. It's all right. I said, no, because we have figured it out. May I say that, you see, black people, can you imagine a black man going out and buy a Chris Mercedes Benz and come out and carry it to a man and make him paint Mercedes Benz, the word Mercedes Benz on the back of him, Mercedes Benz. Original book to business that, you know. I mean, really, sometimes I think when I Tamil finger and them man, they will say, boy, they would have preferred black people not to buy them clothes because it make it look cheap. When you really sit down and think about it to the rasta, if you man have a Mercedes, you ever see some man carry look like Oros? You have some man carry look like Oros, you know. When you see the car come down the road, underneath the car have all sorts of light underneath the car. Then I day, I see a bus come up. Years ago, you know, I have a brethren who live at my brethren we sell book, you know, we drop him half a tree, not half a tree, we drop him a Mullions Road to take a taxi go down at Tivoli there. Alright. I'm gonna stop a taxi to put him in there, you know. We stop the taxi and put him in it. You saw me stop the taxi, you saw me looking at the taxi, it looked like a direct Oros. The only thing you never have in there is one of the pool them. Believe you me. I know me see some bus come up the road now, some coaster bus, you know. And when me looking at the bus, you know, me see all sorts of light in the bus, you know, me I say, we are going in them bus there. Black people buy car, Chris car, Mercedes Benz, Lexus. And then put on some ribs on it where I go back wheels. I mean that spinal back wheels, you know. And then in the car itself, you know. And in the car you have green light and blue light. And then in the back item have some made in Taiwan fluffy dog. And fluffy this and fluffy that pan it. And pan the man them write Mercedes Benz. Then someone know him buy some Chris car and tint all of the glass, including the front one. No, Rasta. So here's the worst. Here's one, the terrible one I know. This is the terrible one now. That, you know, so we're going to figure out this thing out. We're not going to make it go so, you know. We're going to figure out how to get it for the year. We're going to figure it out. We're going to figure it out. All right. Here we're going to do. I tell you, boy, it's so ridiculous.
Family members are devastated devastated after police say their loved one, 19-year-old DeLeon Alonzo Smith, accidentally shot and killed himself.
It's the worst feeling in my life.
A numb feeling. It's like something, it's still unbelievable.
Investigators say Smith was taking selfies with the gun at the apartment on Forum Park in Bissonnette at about 1:45 this afternoon, just before the gun went off.
It wasn't like he was trying to do it on purpose. No, he wasn't not trying to kill himself.
His sister says he was starting at Houston Community College tomorrow.
When you try to get your life on the right path, the devil try to mess with you.
CNN stint about this little youth where make the selfie. Him use a selfie and a gun. Now why would a little youth, a big youth, that's not a big man, him should have more sense than that. Why would a youth pose with a gun? Well, we know why it's, because we see some artists do that too. Yeah, we see some artists are pose with gun. Remember the days when Vibes Cartel and where the Virgin name we got a fire that go live the Gully Virgin, where name for the Gully Bank. Mavado. When Mavado and Gully and Vibes Cartel did have them feud. You see the man them a pose up with gun and they did have this Virgin now we play a sound system. If they are fire that pose up with gun and put it on YouTube and man them see and just say, oh, you not come back to my country. But you have pose with gun. Well, at this youth now, him a pose with the gun and shot himself. But it's a selfie, it's not some, if somebody did not take the picture, he wouldn't make the mistake. If somebody did not take the picture, he wouldn't make the mistake, But nobody can tell me, say, the youth click the wrong thing. I click the two things together. I forget. Right now, I'm neck. I dead him dead. May I tell you, this is the cutting edge on RFM.
$5 million to be won in the Tang Super Sizzle. Sizzle with 15 delicious Tang flavors.
Yeah, Muta.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, man. Cutting edge.
Everything good?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm your first time caller. See?
Yeah.
And, I'm listening to the program for like about 5 years now.
Yeah.
Me auntie can still. And the reason I call because a Frank, I called him last week, I think 2 weeks ago.
No, last week.
Last week, yeah. And he kind of give me the extra call. So I'm going to represent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me call from Philly still,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to touch on point there about the name. You talk about the name is really important and it represents a lot of things.
Identification.
But, yeah, identification. But I want to touch upon the Bible too because now, I don't know if you ever realize that the characters in the Bible, then I had a last name. Moses had a last name.
Yeah, the whole of them had a last name.
Adam had a last name.
Them not a surname.
No, let me say the disciples. So what I say now, you cannot chase it back. If you say it's like a history book, you cannot chase it back. You cannot chase back the root because then I have my last name.
Mm.
So that make me get to understand that the whole thing is a fiction or something.
You mean the whole of the Bible?
You're saying, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because now they don't have a what you call a family tree.
You don't have a
family tree.
Yeah, but them have genealogy in it. Them have genealogy in it still. Like Matthew 1, show you a genealogy of the man with them called Joseph. Them show him genealogy, go right up to a man named Jesse. And then in a Luke, them show you a woman and her genealogy, go right up to Nathan or somewhere over there. So them have
they connect it.
Well, them are sure said this one big. Them said this one big it, that and that one big it, that and that one.
But it's still our surname,
No, what I say, we're not done, man. What I say is that, really, if you have a surname, if you can trace your grandparents and your grandparents and your grandparents, because me know my mother and my mother know who's for her mother and the mother they know who's for their mother, and they write it down. You trace it. I mean, I give credence to where you say, I disregard where you say.
You're not doubt it.
Yeah, but I say that people can trace them genealogy without a surname. But now the best way to get your genealogy is by a surname.
Really?
Yeah. But if you have what is the problem with it now? We have white people surname. So if we have white people surname, we will trace back ourselves to Africa. You know that?
Right.
If you name Macintosh, which part in Africa you know in Macintosh? Nobody in Africa know name Macintosh. In Ghana, in the Asante Kingdom, during the time of when they bring Rania, nobody know name Macintosh. So we have a dilemma. There's a dilemma in our reality with surname. Our dilemma is that we don't have no African surname. When that we trace our ancestry, we can't reach back Africa unless we're going to use a different way for do it, because they have something now, ancestry.com, where you can where you can bring back your thing, but it's confusing for we now. For God say, what is your surname? And you say, boy, my surname is Hope. And you start to trace your genealogy now. My grandfather didn't name Hope. That suppose your grandfather never did marry to the other grandfather, where you get stuck, you know. Yeah, you don't get stuck. So we not problem. Our last name is a confusing thing. So I understand where you say that the man them in the Bible never have no last name and kind of.
Right. So it's kind of difficult to find one deep connection with us in terms of there's no way I can go back.
Most of the story them in the Bible are dopey stories still, you know. So I don't know. A dopey story.
Yeah. And another thing I want to show you that because now a lot of people expect you to become like one political figure.
Who that?
Like run for prime minister. I hear them just pressure you about running for.
People are talking that, man.
What I can tell you is that you can be one political advisor.
For what?
Because
political advisor to who?
The things that to the prime minister.
Which prime minister? Me I gonna be political advisor to the prime minister. Me I gonna be the political advisor to one of the PNP or the GLP prime minister.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Because your ideas and them and the way how you think, it needs to really put in.
Then they don't know.
You don't really need to use it.
No, brethren, listen to me, man. We don't want to them imagination. Then I love the story I tell me about now. Them people don't tell me no double story about me must be advisor to who? To who? Who in the PNP or the GLP? I go appoint me advisor to advise them about what? When me talk about
let's say you talk about crime. And you have one strong point how to deal with crime. They're gonna have that understanding there, so you can advise them.
Yeah, brethren.
How to
one of them politicians I mean I talk see me in a Pegasus one night. And him come to me, because them always say great Mutabaruka. And I tell him say, boy, I'm gonna start you talk about surname and Christian name. My Christian name are great. My surname is Mutabaruka, because every time I say the great Mutabaruka. Anyway, the politician come to me and say, boy, Muta, I listen to you a lot, you know. Especially when I'm traveling from Parliament going home, you know.
There you go.
We hear what I'm saying now. I like what you're saying, you know, but your opinion is very radical. I said, so what happened to that? If you like what I say and it's radical, that means there's something wrong with you, no. And that means there's something wrong with you because you like what I say, you know, but it's too radical. That means that you radical, but you can't. Yeah. Him like when I say, but me too radical.
He like when I say because of the truth you talk.
Yeah, when I say too radical. So him can't use when I say in a film job. Even
okay. I get you.
Yeah, him can't. Him like when I say that means that when him say me like when I say that means that there's parts of it that him agree with, you know, but him never use that because
believe never use it.
No. So advice. Nah, man, me advice. You know, me advice. You know, you want me and a man mash up, start give him advice. Anytime you want to lose a friend, start give him advice, man. Me not advise a brethren. Me on good day, so now I try to get the people them head in shape and put it together. You understand? Me can't do it.
Yeah, man. Well, you're doing good work, Muta. I'm not able to tell you. And, you know, we really love the inspiration that you put forward.
All right, give thanks, brethren.
Then?
Yeah, give thanks.
All right, Muta, give thanks.
Yeah. It's advisor to Prime Minister, turned politician. You better not bother with talk to me about them something there, man. About turned politician. Turnish politician. You think that everybody will do one thing because I'm good in another thing there, he must venture out in the next thing? No, man. My heart and my soul is not a political representation. You know, see it? Some people want, watch out. If the people lead, the leaders will follow. If the people lead, the leaders will follow. Any day a man see me in a coat and tie, take the tie and hang me. Any day a man see Mutabaruka in a coat and tie, just hold on upon the tie and hang me, man. Me know that. Coat and tie, we don't work with no coat and tie around here. I'm going to a political party because we put on coat and tie for what? We burn down coat and tie long time. Yes,
Yeah.
Blessed man.
Oh, my brother.
There, man.
Yeah, man. You know, a long time I listened to the program, but at the first time I no call the eye.
Yeah?
Yeah, man. I listened to the eye from the days when you interview all the great Kid Ralph. You know.
In the 90s there? In the 93?
Yeah, man.
Then you're so old, man?
Well, I was 54, you know, but I feel like me at 20, 25.
No, but I said that, you know, because, you know, man who feel like him at 20 and I'm 54, them want some little girl. Behave yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, where you say that now?
Yeah, man, here I go now.
Wait, hold on there. You are listening from me in the 90s and the first you ever call the program?
Yeah, man.
All right, sir.
Yeah. So, you just play a tune there by Burning Spear about Christopher Columbus.
Christopher Columbus, yeah, me that play.
Yeah. Right now, him there again and forward.
Columbus or Burning Spear?
Nah, man, Columbus, man.
Alright, which part of the tell me, because I go lick him dog. Tell me.
Well, I don't tell you. But by the way, who sail him ship come around now?
Who sail him ship?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, but I know say you have some black people that navigate some part.
All right. I don't know.
But I know around them navigated still, you know. Alas, them get lost come around here.
Well, they're not. I them that say.
Yeah, black people they depend on navigation because them never know about navigation.
All right, definitely.
A mutiny cause them for reach on here too, you know.
All right. Yeah. Well, you want to know, I'm on a call about issue, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, me see wearing a promotion crop up in the West here. And they have a document on my hand here with it, and I will read it for the eye, just synopsis. It's a Rastafari Roots Fest. Partner with High Times to produce first Ganja Festival in Jamaica.
Yeah.
All right. Now, therefore, ask some questions and the promoter who partner or promoters who partner with High Times.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I want to say, how comes you are say at the first Ganja Festival?
When they have a Ganja Festival
in Negril too.
So they have a festival in a Negril for about 12 years, that's what I say.
Yes. Right, that definitely what I say. And Negril them come within November, you know.
Yeah, Long Beach.
Same. So, how comes the bridging, you know? Even picture them on the thing I
have you talk about, man.
I have
man.
See?
Yeah.
So, me I say, how comes, he must say, at the first one, I go happen in a Negril. See? And that we want to find out, because me know, say, the last one we keep in a march, me personally have the poster. You see me I say, me personally take on the big poster to get a man that go fit before me, you know. I'm saying, I want that to remember this thing, you know. See? So, how come down we must say at the first one in a Negril? Right? And I'm pose with a virgin from High Times and the Bunting, the minister, and the next minister, Wickham. See? So, me I say, I want to go on.
where you have to go now? You have to go talk to IAV about that. Where I go.
But we just want to put it on the ear for make it.
All right, well, you say it's not the first ganja festival.
It's not the first.
Yeah, because the item did not keep it for 13 years or something.
Well, I know say that I go on.
Yeah.
Them time there. You see me I say?
Yeah.
And I aware of that and I attend, you know.
Yeah. So what you think about the festival itself? Yeah, because it's the first now.
Yeah.
You're not gonna participate in nowhere with it because they might take away the glory from the one them who did that do it from all the time.
Exactly. That's why I say Christopher Columbus come forward and
so who is Christopher Columbus?
Me I say him have Bagawaya with him.
So who? Oh, you call it Rastaman Bagawaya.
Then if him
so who? Alright. So who was Bagawaya now?
Well, according to
no, according.
All right, listen. Tell me Bagawaya and Marcus Garvey sell out.
Oh, where Bagawaya sell out Marcus Garvey too?
No, hold on. Me just have mentioned Bagawaya.
No. Wait a man. If you associate a man with the next man in a negative way, you must know what is the man, the other man.
It's an attitude and state of mind.
No, wait no man. Bagawaya a real man, you know. All right. So what did Bagawaya do in selling out Marcus Garvey? What him do that you can't say him sell out Marcus Garvey?
Well, as me I say, whatever him do to sell out Marcus Garvey,
no. Then you use Marcus Garvey.
Right.
You use Bagawaya as a metaphor.
Let me retract.
No, wait a minute. You use Marcus Garvey as a metaphor to describe something negative about the next man.
Right.
But you don't know what is it that Bagawaya did do to Marcus Garvey, to sell out Marcus Garvey. Then why you continue to put Bagawaya down in history? Because I have heard this thing all the while and no man can't tell me where Bagawaya did do to sell out Marcus Garvey.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
As me say.
So now you call the Rastaman Bagawaya in a negative way.
Okay. I'm going to be fair, you know. I'm going to retract that statement there. All right. Because as you say, you know, that is so. So I'm going to take what the I say for that because based upon what the I say, we are going to retract.
You know why now? You see, in your emotional vibes now, you got to know a Rastaman and some dirty clad on the radio, you know, against the next Rastaman. You understand? Me know you as a Rastaman and me know the next man as a Rastaman now, but you got to hang out dirty clad on the radio, you know, for thousands of people here say, you are called this Rastaman Bagawaya over there, so. You understand? So, me no work with that.
Okay, all right.
Anyway, me go move, Bridget. Me go move. Yeah, this is the cutting edge on IRFM. We get it together yet? We get that together? You sure you get it together? Yeah, work hard. You know, the first BC work so hard. That's true there. We could go back to Christopher Columbus, you know, because the man said Christopher Columbus there again. So make a year Christopher and ask me about, must explain about Bagawaya. Alright. You know, me hear a whole heap of song in a Jamaica make in the 70s about Bagawaya. And Bagawaya sell out Marcus Garvey for rice and peas. Bagawaya this and that and all them something there. You know, I want to talk and I say, none of politically now. Bagawaya, the name Mr. Harry. I want to find out in history, can somebody call me and tell me? Because I have seen Bagawaya in my youthful days. I used to see Bagawaya in a crossroad. Right? I want to find out, what did Bagawaya do to sell out Marcus Garvey? What did he do? Who did he sell Marcus Garvey to? I mean, and I go about the rights and peace because them things that just talk, man, attack and I make the thing. Bagawaya has become a legend. A negative legend that your man call now and I use the metaphor for characterize a next Rastaman on the radio. A man must tell me now, what did Bagawaya do to sell out Marcus Garvey? And who him sell Marcus Garvey to? Tell me that. Who did Bagawaya sell Marcus Garvey to when him say Bagawaya sell out Marcus Garvey? One man say him sell out Marcus Garvey for rice and peas. Where him get that from? A man have to call and tell me that. Because me I hear this thing too long now. And me I challenge it. Me I challenge it publicly. What did Bagawaya do? And who did Bagawaya sell Marcus Garvey to? That history now. Oral history. Can know. You see, that thing that come like Bible thing, you know. Can you keep repeating the thing over and over? That's your children, them come up and say the same thing and don't even know how did this thing originate. How did this? Me know a man who didn't know Bagawaya. Me and a man that talk about Bagawaya the other day. Him tell me Bagawaya name, he must show me how Bagawaya is to pass in yard and them things. I'm say, alright, can you tell me, a man who know Bagawaya, me I talk about it, I'm a brethren, you know. I'm say, can you tell me what did Bagawaya do to sell out Marcus Garvey? Right, that's how the argument stuck. Because him hear the same thing too. But him can't verify it with nobody. And I don't know of nobody in Jamaica who keeps saying this thing. I know hear nobody and tell me what did Bagawaya do to sell out Marcus Garvey? Who did Bagawaya sell Marcus Garvey to? And the question that on the board, you know. Because me I hear too long, no, me I hear too much time. Me hear song and sing about it. And I mean, no, say it's so things go in history. If you keep repeating a lie, eventually people accept it as a truth. That your children come and repeat it and repeat it and repeat it. Me no know Bagawaya trouble nobody. Me have a bridge that talk about Bagawaya, me have a bridge that talk about Reggie. What if you don't know about Reggie? No, you're not going to know about Reggie. If you know my age or over, you're not going to know about Reggie. Where Reggie used to walk up and down Kingston and pick up matchstick and butt and smoke it. But him used to walk fast and pick up matchstick and butt. Him take up cigarette butt off of the road and smoke it. Just like Pearl Harbor, the whore, the prostitute. Tall and red, Jamaican, we look like a uptown. She used to walk up and down a Pearl Harbor. Them said so much ship go through Pearl Harbor that them call her Pearl Harbor. Because you know Pearl Harbor, the history of Pearl Harbor. A man have to tell me. Because you can't tell me and give me empirical evidence that Marcus Garvey was sold out by a man named Bagawaya. Because to me, Norman Washington Manley sell out Garvey more than Bagawaya. Norman Manley cause Marcus Garvey to lock up in a Spanish Town district prison. So, me no know. History, we can't put people in our history continuously, so and not challenge that. Because you see, we get caught in that continuously about our heroes. We get caught in that, even in the Bible, where man keep repeating things that make you feel they are true. But man feed 5,000 people with fish and turn water in a wine and a walk on water and all them something there. All them things that we hear a woman attack to snake. You know, man a command son to stand still. And we accept them things over the years because I keep repeating over and over by people who will think they're intelligent. And when they put it on song, it even worse. It's like Beanie Man, in them younger days, Beanie Man I sing a tune about Mutabaruka, say Mutabaruka used to dance with Rex Metal for and all them blouse and skirt. That way you ask him who say it, him a talk about, a man tell him. Which man at Jamaica can come now and empirically say, Mutabaruka, I don't know, say you used to dance with them DTC man. Which man can tell you that? And know what I talk about. And if you keep repeating it, it becomes true. You understand? So it's them thing they know man I try to associate with some like irrational thinking now. Because here's a Rasta man now. Because I'm emotionally upset about something. And for him stick on the point and I say, well, you know, we first start the festival, Ganja Festival in irrational thinking now. Because here's a Rasta man now. Because I'm emotionally upset about something. And for him stick on the point and I say, well, you know, we first start the festival, Ganja Festival in Jamaica for 12 years now, or how much years. And you're another man that come talk about him started. And just talk on that. Why you know, say Columbus there with me now. Who is Columbus? White people. Who is, and then now we have Bagawaya. I mean, really. Really. Alright. And the weirdest thing, Aboriginal. Me feel say musician. I mean I go say history, but I go say history still. Me say musician and history treat Bagawaya unfairly. Cause in a Jamaica, whether or not Mr. Array did have argument with Bagawaya or if he did close with Marcus Garvey and do something to Marcus Garvey. May I say that you have man in a Jamaica who is national hero right now. Where the worst to Marcus Garvey make Marcus Garvey end up in a prison. You understand? Marcus Garvey. As a matter of fact, Marcus Garvey and Manley did clash one time at one parish council meet down in a fight, you know. Big liar, Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey end up Spanish Town District Prison there. You know, we go at Spanish Town District Prison Monday. We was at Spanish Town District Prison Monday, you know, but that's another story. Tomorrow we deal with that. But yeah, Marcus Garvey end up in a Spanish Town prison. So me don't know about the history. Me don't know the history of Bagawaya. Me uncle listen to what me hear. And when I think of me hear is that Mark Bagawaya sell out Marcus Garvey. But nobody telling me who him sell him out to. You know what I'm saying? And then you have man where you will go further and sell him out for rice and peas. I can't play the tune. But everybody know the tune. Everybody know them tune there. Long time. Culture. Mighty Diamonds. You know, well, you have so much tune when make more Bagawaya. And then you have Bundong Crossroad. I hope people don't even know Bundong Crossroad, you know. But them you say Bagawaya catch a fire and Bundong Crossroad. Bundong Crossroad is a different man from Bagawaya, you know. Because Bundong light, where the place that him beside the market there, in a crossroad, they have bought it dog. And him get the name Bundong. They say Bundong Crossroad, but I only for characters like that about the place in Jamaica, man. Johnny Walker, Reggie, Manassa, Madame Mouchette, Pearl Harbor. I mean, you name it, man. Enough of them about the place. Anyway, we think we get this thing. Alright, make us set up something here, so. What do you, at the first I say, what do you come in there work so hard, you know, we leave you with, I would say last night would be, you know. Should I keep a party tonight? You know, send off party. Alright, Manny, go over there, so now. Alright. Show me which one, this one, right? Go on.
It's just crazy how somebody could be here 1 minute and in seconds they gone.
Family members are devastated after police say their loved one, 19-year-old DeLeon Alonzo Smith, accidentally shot and killed himself.
Oh, it's the worst feeling in my life.
A numb feeling. It's like something, it's still unbelievable.
Investigators say Smith was taking selfies with the gun at the apartment on Forum Park in Bissonnette at about 1:45 this afternoon, just before the gun went off.
It wasn't like he was trying to do it on purpose. No, he wasn't not trying to kill himself.
His sister says he was starting at Houston Community College tomorrow.
Well, you have to try to get your life on the right path. The devil try to mess with you.
That was a report about a youth, if you never listen to the program, a youth who take a selfie. For those of you who don't know what selfie is, selfie is the new thing now when a man hold up want to take a picture of himself and him don't want to give a man the camera to take it. Him reverse the camera and point it to himself and snap. So suppose you're there at a beach now and the sunset there behind you and you want to take a picture but nobody not around you to take the picture with you. You just set up yourself in front of the sunset and hold the camera up in the air and so click and take the picture of you. Now, where the capitalists them do now, the capitalists them make a little rod. Because them know so the youth them are going to gravitate towards it. And make it so that you can put the camera, put the phone on top of the rod, plug it in, them have a wire will run down to the angle, and when you press the angle, you hold out the selfie way out there so. It's about 1 foot. 1 foot or 3 foot long. When you hold it out now, you see yourself clearer and more of you in the picture. You don't have to ask nobody to take it. And you press the button and your picture take. Now this is the idiot youth. Him want to pose off with gun. Him hold the gun with him, take him, I'm right and him hold the gun with in his neck. I pose in the picture and forget say, him nothing click the two, click them. Him click the gun and click the selfie and click the picture and done him life. Done him life. Him life done. If him did ask somebody to take it, he would have never clicked the gun. Guarantee you that. Coaching Edge.
Yes, Muta.
That's it, man.
Yeah, man. I don't know. But I have to see that I move that video there for see. Because I feel like I kill himself. I take a picture of himself, I kill himself.
No, but he never intend to kill himself.
That them I say.
I mean, that them
I have to see what him look like while him do it.
Then him not depend it, man. Him not depend it, the youth.
Yeah, I'm not see it, but I have to see it.
Tomorrow, man, when you wake up, you're going to hear enough about it.
Then again, I could have, like you say, in can walk on two going at the same time, so he click the wrong hand. He click the wrong hand.
Click the wrong hand, trust me. I click the two of them.
I have to go fast still because I don't know how much credit I have left. I didn't get no 5, 600, about 200 million. But anyway, the name thing too. Well, first, the one a while ago, the bugger wire.
Mr. Harry, yeah.
I see him where Babylon get bad name. And time people say nothing about Babylon.
Babylon. You will say no. Because most of us looking for history from a Jewish perspective, we demonize Babylon and we demonize Egypt too. You know why your man say Egypt and Pharaoh and demonize Pharaoh?
Yes. Because we are looking upon it, the Bible comes from a Jewish standpoint.
From a Jewish perspective. So when we talk about Pharaoh now, we see Pharaoh in the negative. When a man you have Pharaoh, it means that you're wicked, you know.
Yes.
And when you say, well, you're in a Babylon or Egypt, it means that you're suffer, they must suffer, you know.
And almost every modern technology and medical this and
Babylon,
this and that come from there, so.
One of the 7 wonders in the world, what them called swinging gardens. Babylonian, they make it, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know.
But even there, even Christopher Columbus come here, so. When I'm Prince and the navigator and all them people there.
Yeah.
Go cross them way down, go get run Phoenicians and all them there, go get the know how to navigate the globe and read the stars.
Brethren, Alexander the Greek spent enough time in other area, the Iran, Iraq, and them place there.
You know, sir, a long time to me not try call one time, you know, when I say Alexander the Greek.
Alexander the Greek, man.
They great, you know, because Greek, he's not really Greek, he's not Greek, you know, he's a Macedonian.
Yeah, but we not call him the Greek.
Him capture Greece.
Yeah.
He capture part of Greece.
Yes. Yeah, he's a Macedonian. He's a Macedonian within the level. But you see, the historian, them call him Alexander
Greek.
From Greece. Because him go to go burn down the thing and take all of the book them and carry them go back to Greece. And him going to Iran and Iraq, spend enough time underneath them place and massacre all the people. And go down in history as a great man, Alexander.
Right down through to Egypt.
Yes. So we who know now, I will never, you see, I come up to and talk about Babylon, you know. You nah get me if you come talk about Benin people of Babylon, you know.
But at the same way, like them talk about Bagawaya, and nobody know the history of somebody here, somebody say something, and them just go. So you go down in the history now and realize a wrong thing about Babylon.
Hey, brethren, I can tell you something. I talk to a man who know Bagawaya, you see? He never talk to Bagawaya, you know, but Bagawaya pass him yard, his name is Harry. Miss Harry pass him yard all the while, you know. Anytime somebody says something to him, say, Miss Harry spin him and throw it on him back, you know. Like, right, alright. What may I say now? Alright, it's the man I tell you about the history of Mr. Harry now. I mean, look at him and say, tell me something. Where this thing come from about Bagawaya sell out Marcus Garvey? Ooh, Bagawaya sell Marcus Garvey too. And him no know. And film parents don't know, but film is a man we pass him yard every day. Every day. I mean, used to see Bagawaya in a crossroad. I mean, never talk to him yet, you know. But me see him with him crocus bag and thing and walk through crossroad all the way. It's like him just live a crossroad and then him go home back. But it's somewhere down a Rallington town, I mean, I don't know where him go at, but the road a Rallington town where there. And me I say now, the songs, what is song? All the things that is written, I have never met a person that can tell me who Bagawaya sell Marcus Garvey to.
And people learn credence to enough of them songs, you know. That's why Christmas when done Jesus' birthday, and everybody want a little white Christmas.
Are you
one little song, you know, them making
one song. Are you the sensible man? Are you the sensible man? Look how much thing them tell me. And them keep repeating it.
Yeah, and it keep repeat, and it turn
historical.
You know, as then say, become common law. Tradition.
Yeah,
I go fast because I tell some because I want to start a part about Ocho. You see that? Me can't tell the book again. I have to go try to find that book some kind of way. One book me that look with some history in Jamaica. But it has been all kind of letters from the Spanish point of view.
Yeah.
And you know them and therefore, so you read some of them letters where them people used to write and this.
Yeah, before the
place wasn't Ocho Rios, you know, 8 rivers.
No.
It was a Spanish name Los Chorrillos.
Yes.
The man come out and look and see how the place pretty.
Yes.
With the water glistening water, because the river used to run on like 2 foreign gold there, so.
Like
and the waterfalls, them pretty and like diamonds that glisten.
Yes.
So it was Los Chorrillos. Yes. Just I say how the water glisten now it's pretty. And I guess the Englishman, them when they change you know, a man know a little Spanish and the closest him could have come to that is Ocho Rios. So him not send me 8 rivers.
And maybe him just find 8 rivers, maybe more river there and him don't know that's like
I don't know if him find 8 rivers, but I think it was a mispronunciation. Instead of Los Chorrillos, he said Ocho Rios kind of know too much Spanish. Just like how them change. I go out to I know it name Wag.
Yeah, Jamaica have a way to do them something there, man.
Yeah.
Bastardize the name, twist out the name. Anyway, give thanks, brethren. Give thanks.
Yes, brethren.
All right.
Get ready to move things out. The home and things warehouse clearance is on. With prices for workers, everything must go. We have dropped some of the prices even below cost, so we can make room for new arrivals. Check out the massive sale on tiles, bathroom fixtures and faucets, laminate flooring, glass blocks, drywall, windows and doors, home decor and more. Yes, everything must go to make space for new arrivals. The home and things warehouse clearance, Old Hope Road and Constant Spring Road. Everything must set off.
Pressure Bus Pipes recording a association, the Jalpa Records present the new single from Pressure Bus Pipe called Like It Is. Available on iTunes, CD, baby, including all leading record store. Get your copy today.
Are you a first-time advertiser? Has the challenging economy taken a toll in your advertising budget for the past year? Or are you just seeking a bit more for your advertising dollar? Well, IRFM has a special plan for you this September in our September to Remember promotion. Get massive discounts on sponsoring programs and as much as 50% more bonus ads when you purchase any of our cash packages this September. It's an offer you cannot afford to miss. Call your sales rep or any of our offices in Kingston at 960-1074, Ochorius 974-5051, and Montego Bay 979-6998. Conditions apply. IRFM, #1 in the market share and the best cost per thousand for your advertising dollar in radio.
From the heights of Beijing to the suburbs of...
Come forward, yeah. Little more, you know, from 2 to 5:45 with the step-in razor. Okay, I just over there now.
Hello?
Yeah, blessed.
Yeah, first time caller here.
Right.
Yeah, I just want to say that the days of the week and the months of the year, it have a Greek and a Roman
of course
connection.
Yeah, man.
Even the
months of the year is Roman too. Augustus Caesar, August, Julius Caesar, July, yeah?
Yeah, and even the 9 planets too. Even have a Roman and
Greek. Yeah, because them did set out certain things during them time. That 2,000 years ago, the Greek and the Roman them did control certain places. So they was very influential. Even if the New Testament was written first in Greek.
In Greek, yeah.
Yeah. So the translation, even if when them translate the Old Testament or the Torah from the Hebrew language to Greek, it lose a whole heap of the meaning, you know. A whole heap get lost in the Greek translation. You know, and then the Romans come again and then it get even worse. So we have to watch what we are doing, man.
Yeah. And the next thing too, I see a lot of young people with this hairstyle named the Mohawk.
From the Native American.
Most of them Mohawk?
From the Native American. They come
and most of them don't know where that original that the name, which part the name come from.
The Mohawk.
The Mohawk, yeah.
Alright, tell them where it come from.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Tell them where it come from now. No,
man, is a Native American.
Native American Mohawk, yeah.
Yeah.
So them cut them here, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so blessed.
Alright then.
Yeah, give thanks. Only for first time call in Jamaica, but it's a only for foreign call we get. But hear what I say now. We did upon the name thing, you know, and we still upon the name thing because if he say there are certain things where we come to come with the time I drive and I meditate, you know. Sometimes I think what I'm going to do until I start drive. But you hear me I say now. You see how black people set themselves in a history and don't realize that them make history. Because right now, when I want to read the Bible, you know, you hear the preacher just call a while ago and talk about Babylon. Babylon, it was a wickeder place than where you used to go on, you know, where them call Israel, you know. Because a whole heap of the thing when you read in the Bible and see what the so-called Israelite them do, where I'll rape woman and in the name of God and wipe out people and dash baby against wall and all them something there. According to the Psalms, them where people read. Them overlook all them things there now. When the Psalms tell them dash them against the wall and all them things there. And take all of the men, kill all of the man them, but take the woman them for yourself. And them where them go on in the Bible, you know, Moses and all them judges of Israel. So you have it's like you have America now and you have like ISIL and you have English people and the French people. Right now ISIL is the people where everybody says, well, them wicked, you know. But if you check history, if you check European history, you know, and look on where them Europeans used to do in the name of them religion, you know, you realize but this is not a unique situation. These ISIL people in the name of Islam is not the first set of people come in a religious belief and do these things. Because long before these ISIL people, you did have the so-called Christian them when they do it in Europe, chop off man head and burn man at the stake and them thing then in the name of Jesus. But then when we look at the name them, we could examine the name them. Because one man called a while ago and say, it's ironical that none of the Bible heroes them or the Bible people them do have no surname. Alright. Look at a word like a name like Jesus Christ. Alright. One would believe that by now, after so much information that is presented and so much knowledge, that knowledge has increased, people that recognize the name Jesus Christ is not a name that one should hold on upon because of it was lost in translation. So even if you accept that there was a man 2,000 years ago, and make we say you accept say him do all of the things them where them say him do, him never named Jesus Christ. Is that the problem? Because you see that name, you hear the brethren talk about Greco-Roman, Greek and Rome, and the names of the planet them, the name of the months and the weeks and the days where we have was given to us by Greece and Rome. Then which part you think that the word Jesus Christ come from? Nobody in a Hebrew language don't name Jesus Christ. And if we declare say a man that lived 2,000 years ago, we're supposed to be Lord and Savior, who was a Jew, according to the Bible and according to the historical references where them are say. If you accept say a man that did a name, I mean lived 2,000 years ago as a Jew, Lord Jesus Christ never did it. I will not say that to be blasphemous. Because we know people stay when it come on to me personally, but we not say that to be blasphemous, you know. We are say, make we look on the thing. What is the etymology? We can use some word, you know, of the word Jesus. And when Christ, I will keep repeating this, I years we are repeating now. Christ is not a surname. Just like here the brethren said, nobody knows the Bible has a surname. Christ is not a surname. But we keep referring to Jesus Christ because people keep repeating it over and over so that you cannot associate the name Christ with somebody else. Because I never said absolutely, positively, infinitely. There's only one Jesus Christ. There's only one Christ, There's only one Christ, and that is Jesus, Lord and Savior. But him don't understand what is the meaning of the word Christ. And if there was no surname, how did this name Christ get attached to this name Jesus? When none of them is Hebrew. None of these words is Hebrew. So when you go back into the Jewish argument, and you say, if this man did live, make us say the man live, what was his name? If you say him never named Jesus, which obviously never named Jesus, 2,000 years ago there was no Jesus. 2,000 years ago there was no Jesus. So the man that most people talk about, what was the man name? Because if you call in the wrong name, you're going to get the wrong result. If you're calling the wrong name, you're going to get wrong result. And most black people, me not talk about now the world, and humanity. Me I refer to black people now. You see, black people, especially in the West, so, we genuinely, artically, believe in this Jesus thing, you know. A woman tell me say she sleep with Jesus every night, you know. I say, when your husband must feel away, she laugh. She said she sleep with Jesus every night and she wake up with him every morning. Me I say, wow. Imagine you in your imagination, you conjure up a man in your head, you know. And make him become real in your life, in your existence. And you call him Jesus. And if I go tell a normal layman, even some preacher out there, say you never have no man named Jesus. They might say the way you try to tell me, say Muta, all of the people them where I say Jesus wrong. Well, I have news for you. The majority don't mean say the majority right because the majority says something. Not because the majority says something, the majority is right or the thing is right. Because a whole heap at the majority now, when you look at the world right now, the way the world are going now, the majority are making it go that way there. So if the name, because the Christians say, there is no other name. I know me I said it, you know. Christian say, there is no other name that man can be saved other than the name of Jesus Christ. There's no other name. That means I don't care what you want to say in a life. You can't get saved if you don't call upon the name Jesus Christ. That means say, name is more precious than silver and gold, quoting again something. So if the name to the Christian them, it is important I just say Jesus Christ. Even though there's no man that name so. Non-apologetically we have to say that. If no man did name Jesus Christ, but you are now forced in your psyche to declare in your ignorance that there's no other name that man can be saved under but the name of Jesus Christ. You have to be washed in the blood of the Lamb. And you use metaphorical language now to project the Lamb that was slain to a man named Jesus Christ that you claim that was on the cross. So if name was not significant, a man has said, well, Muta, a name in no brethren. Well, I mean, that don't make no difference. It make a difference. Because you see the psyche of the people them who call upon that name. Look upon the world today. Look upon the world today. And look upon the people them. Me I talk about black people, you know. A black people me I talk about, you know. Me not talk about the world. A black people me I talk about. Look upon black people right now. In that name. Because that same name they carry come across that's all. And when me your rasta man you say Jesus bring me come on here and slavery. I'm used to say, what am I say? Only if you come here now say I ship the name Jesus. SS Jesus of Rubeck. John Hawkins. Queen Victoria, all of them people there. Them used to have a statue of Queen Victoria in the park where them call William Grant Park. Them now call it, them used to call it Victoria Park. With a statue of Queen Victoria stand up in the mid-light. Stand up at the front side. Now them have Bustamante on one side and Manly on the next side. And them call it now Sir William Grant Park. But me know. And we come understand now because knowledge increase. We come know say, oh, white people name things is to perpetuate and continue the power through history, through time, through space. Because when them name things, they might expect it to be perpetually that way. That no matter who come, them have to recognize the power of these people who call themselves white people. No matter how it go. And so it go. So when you say Jesus Christ, and black people genuinely, them believe that and feel that until they say, them feel the spirit of Jesus Christ running in them bone and blood, and them born and them live. He live within my heart, he walk with me, talk with me along the narrow way, and them think that Jesus Christ them a pray to, and them know so one day when them dead, them a go to this Jesus Christ. And the wrong name. Because the man who them a declare, and if you go tell them now, say, suppose you say Yahshua. Oh, that did reconcile itself with the name Jesus. Because we know where it come from. We know where it come from. Because if you talk about Hebrew, Christianity have a way if you tell us about Old Testament. That is a presumptuousness by these people. Them call the Jewish book Old Testament, and say for them own the New Testament. And all them do is draw from the so-called Old Testament and develop an idea and put it and call it the New Testament. How much Jamaican people that refer to the Old Testament as the Torah, Pentateuch, all them name there. How much people know them name there? In Jamaica, how much black people know these names? And how much black people know, say, the name of the places that them refer to most of the time. None of them places are there in Europe. And when we look, we can't put ourselves in a history because we don't have them name there. And first of all, we say Africa, and we say so-called, with them called Middle East. We see them as places that don't exist really with black people like in history. So when you hear about the name, when you hear about a name like called Paul, you say, okay, Paul was a man, was a Roman citizen who them say used to persecute the Christians, and then him walking in somewhere and travel, and one bolt of lightning and some lick him, and then him say something open up, and when him look him see Jesus inside it, so, and then him get converted, and then him become the principal philosopher of where we now call Christianity. Who the hell was Paul? Who was called Saul? Who was Mark? Who was Matthew? Who was Luke? Who was John? How did we get those names to imprint in our psyche? Because what them do, just like Batman, them associate Batman with a place that is real. To make the story become glamorous. So the name of the place, when you say Batman, and you say Gotham City, you say, wow, there is a Batman because Gotham City exists. So when you say Egypt, and when you say Babylon, and when you say horror, and we are calling him now, we might all miss you too. And when you say Kush, and when you say Ethiopia, how the hell did we get that name is not important? When name identify people, place and things, not only in the present but in history. And if you call the wrong name, you're going to get the wrong result. You can't go tell a man now about why you say a war go on right now in a Johannesburg when it's really Syria you talk about. And then you say, where the place where the place name again? I can't remember the place and the name of the place. You know? Oh yeah, Syria. And guess what? You go up on your map and you can identify the place when named Syria. You go up on the map, you can identify the place when named Johannesburg. Because the name, it is the name of a place. But then you can write a book and put an imaginary man in a historical place And the place did exist. But because you write a book, now you put an imaginary man in a historical place, and then the book keep reprinting, and the stories keep being retold. And then you end up make it sound like say, the man in the place did really exist. And there was no man named so. So we ask the question again. Do you really believe, say, all of the places where you hear about, read about, all the people them who you know, them name, you really believe, say, it don't make no difference? No, it not significant? The name of the place, the name of the person, the name of the people, them and the name of the thing, it don't make no difference. You can't differentiate a tape recorder from a turntable, from a CD player. You don't go in a store and say, when the thing name again, CD player. And when the man go show you the CD player, say, no, man, yeah, that man don't let me attack, man. I don't let me attack. Me attack with the thing where you put the plastic thing on and spin. And them say, oh, a turntable. So, yeah, a turntable, name me now. And my mistake. They don't say that them doing a history. And that them doing a history too. They make we a slack with finger and say, no, not that me a talk about, at least me a talk about. And when the man show you the real thing now, you say, watch your man. A foolish to see a talk, you know, because at that me used to call it for a long time. So I don't know where you come bring to me now. Like you want to come change me. You know, see it? Even ignorance. Ignorant people say them thing there. Cutting edge. Yeah.
Yeah, Muta.
Yeah, blessed man.
That's a fire. Yeah. You say word about it too. I tell you when you hear about Bagawaya.
Yeah, well, what I hear about Bagawaya, but me don't want to hear about again, you know, but what a man tell me.
No, you say word about history.
All right, yeah, you say word about, all right, sorry, sir, sorry. You say word about history, yeah.
Well, me hear say was Marcus Chauffeur.
Yeah, me hear that too.
All right. Me hear say the police come to Marcus, and Bagawaya say Marcus is not here, but at the same time, in a point to where
Marcus
there.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah, me hear you say, all right, so me hear that too.
That's the only issue me hear about.
All right, so with the person who tell you that, him tell you, say, where the police come from Marcus Garvey far?
No, me don't know that.
Oh, you don't know that part there?
No.
All right.
And you can't remember who tell me that.
So let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Me hear the same story.
Okay,
and the story even go further too.
Yeah.
Say Bagawaya did hungry and them give him some rice and peas to tell them which part Marcus Garvey there.
Okay.
All right. So you see how
what the thing now is to get to someone close to him now, we can say, yeah, he did actually go there.
Yeah. And one of them man they dead now.
Okay.
The whole man them dead. So you see when me I say I know now I go change the thinking and the belief of people. Because they don't print of them psyche already. Say Bagawaya still out Marcus Garvey for right and peace. Because it's all in a book. Yeah.
Me hear one about Marcus too, I don't know if you hear it. Me hear that Marcus was sent me keep a meeting. The people run him down with machete to chop him up. Me hear that him have to jump over St. Mary Bridge, the bridge up a Port Mara. When him a jump, it's like he look back and say, St. Mary people, the people and now let's start chop up themselves. Right?
Yeah.
So when him a jump in hot drop.
In hot?
Yeah. So I don't know if you know about this brother from Labyrinth named Thaddeus. Where him they chop up one whole family.
Okay.
Well the man who chop up Marcus was Thaddeus' father who chop up Marcus' heart.
Oh, him chop up Marcus and somebody chop it up. And somebody
father.
Chop
up Marcus hat in a 49 piece.
Yeah.
When
49. Somebody count how much piece him chop it up in.
No, man, like many pieces. Cause my shape, man, them, you know.
So where you get 49 from?
No, me just use that as a term.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Right.
And then I look back and say, oh, no, no, just start chop up on one another fuck that.
Yeah, and so them start chop up on another.
Years later, now, the man will chop up the house.
Yeah.
Still son.
You chop up.
Still one whole family, including baby.
Oh, yeah?
You ever hear that story there?
No, I never hear that story there.
Okay, alright.
So you say Marcus Garvey prophecy. So Marcus Garvey prophecy come true, that's all.
Yes.
I can't tell people why you say that a Marcus Garvey prophecy come true.
And two people I sent me always I chop up them one another.
Oh, nobody told them thing about St. Mary people.
No, people do it, but it's like St. Mary.
So Marcus Garvey set him out for St. Mary people.
But me don't know if it happened to you.
No, me say according to the story. Marcus Garvey set him out for them, according to the story.
Yes.
All right, sir.
It's like you never get a warm welcome.
May I ask you a question?
Yeah.
You ever hear any man say, I let's chew up an apple in the year and chop it 13 times before it drop a ground?
Yeah, me hear that too.
And you ever hear
King George could only chop it in a 12.
And you ever hear them say, no, we never hear that part. We never hear that part. All right, you have to know. You ever hear them say a lion put the crown on Haile Selassie head?
Yeah.
You know, man sing that in a tune too, you know.
Yeah.
Say the lion crown him.
Yeah.
All right, may I ask you a question now? You're Rasta youth? Tell me.
Yeah, man.
You believe says a lion put the crown on Haile Selassie head?
Me not believe, because me know say they are Buna.
Okay, you're right. Where is the apple thing now? They choke the apple and chop it down 13 times.
Yeah.
You believe that happen? But you see, they know you have fidget with that one there. You have fidget with that. All right.
If I believe, I don't really work with belief. I mean, I have enough evidence.
If you know, say that goes on. You're good youth, man. You're good youth, man. Give thanks. Hey, brethren?
Yeah, man.
You're good youth.
She's evolves, lighting up the nation. Every country bite is a real cheese celebration.
Youth, and you hear some people that talk dopey story. And me I talk about dopey story. I talk about dopey story like when me and the brethren say lie and dopey story. But people that talk about dopey story and them say, you know, say my grandmother come to me last night. Me see her, you know. She in the same dress when they put her in the grave, you know. Or them say, yeah man, and she tell me, say, this and that and this and this and that. And me I say, eh? I'm say, yeah man, this like Muta, it's like when you sit down in front of me, you know. I thought you sit down in front of me, you know. And I talk to me, you know, me I say, okay, all right. You know, the thing with them something, you know, when me always wonder. Just like the so-called UFO thing, them when people say, I mean, I tell them not have UFO, you know. But why is it that UFO always land in some remote place? Like in some Texas forest or some Oklahoma forest? Is what? The UFO them afraid of New York City or them afraid of Chicago. Them all is a land at some place where it's only two people see them. And then the two people them get taken up and gone with them. Now me I say no, a man there I go through him things and a mother coming in him head and him start to hallucinate and start to see this thing in him. If you come in at the house, you not see what him see, you know. No, you not see what him see. Believe you me, you not see what him see. And it comes same way like faith. You know, in the Bible, them say, Paul say, faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. That statement there, I used to look at that statement there and say, it makes sense. But when I go down and I say, the substance of things are the evidence of things not seen. Faith is something where you believe in her, you hope so it will happen, it don't must happen. So really it's a gamble you take. But then now faith can be substantiated with evidence. Because sometimes you believe in something and really the something come to pass, and they say it's your fate cause it will come to pass. If your fate cause something to come to pass, I know your fate cause it. Because if something come to pass, oh, you are tell me, say, because you think there's something and something happen, or you cause it to happen. Or your fate cause it to happen. That don't make, well, it don't make no sense to me. It don't make no sense to me. You believe in a something, and the something happen, and you say, true, you believe in it, make it happen. Nah, man, not no go so, man. Your belief no have nothing to do with the thing happening or don't happen. But when it happen, you are attribute your belief to the something. So, they say, boy, you know, it's a rain a go fall. Me believe it's a rain a go fall, you know. And rain fall. They them not tell it's a rain a go fall. And everybody turn profit. You don't tell a man, say, them not tell it's a rain a go fall. You think I joke me, I tell you, say, me believe that. Me did believe the rain a go fall and see that the rain fall. So, true, you did believe the rain a go fall and rain fall. Now you make the rain fall. Your faith make the rain fall. Nothing no go so. Nothing no go so. Because faith is a hope that something might happen. But it don't mean that truly something happen. It's your faith make it happen. Because you buy a what they call catch pot. You buy a number. And the reason why you choose the number is because you believe that you're going to win. That is faith, you know. Substance of things hope for. That is faith. So you believe that the thing will happen. You believe that them number you're going to make you win $10 billion. So you buy the number with the intention that you are going to win. And when you go so bam and look at your TV, number this, number that, you go say, right, it me win. See there? Me can show the number them me win. You think that true you buy the ticket them and the thing them come up and the thing that, and that's why, because you buy it, why the thing them come up on the television. Through your faith make the thing come. They want to the other man them who did buy a next number. You have to know that they fit them faith not strong enough. So them have upon this little, you know, it's like a man that said 2 is better than 1, which is a madness because it's the man that said 2 is better than 1 and believe in a God and man say, but if 2 is better than 1, that means that God don't know what him did that do. We make man with 1 head. So it's all of them little things that them use and put power away. You and a man that think the same thing and them say, boy, you know, so me that think the same thing, hear him now. They don't know say 2 is better than 1. You have to about to hear, brethren. Don't you believe in that God as God making it? Oh, you have to about 2 is better than 1. God in not all him wit and power and strength and thing. Never know say. Him to make man with 2 head. So how come 2 is better than 1? Because you and me and you think the same thing. You have to tell me so no. It's me I tell you. A madness. A really madness. Yeah, sorry, sir.
Yeah, man. What got
Cutting edge.
Yeah. And I'm mobile me there, I square, you know.
Yeah, what going on the square?
Alright, yeah, well, as a person, I square.
No, tell me why you call about the square, man. No, ask me
no, well, man, the reason why I hold the eye, man, because I'm sure it's upon the building, the old courthouse building.
Yes, sir.
You have 2 pictures up there, you know.
Yeah.
You have Sam Sharp.
Yes.
I have Haile Selassie.
Yeah. What happened?
It could only fit in for that picture to be there, you know.
Which picture? Which one?
Represent black people. Haile Selassie picture.
Okay.
Because you couldn't put the Buckymaster picture up there again, you know. Yeah. But yeah, the reason why I hold it there, you know.
No, but we know you come after that, so Sam Sharp no be fitting.
Yeah?
For represent black people.
Yes, man. I mean.
So why you left out Sam Sharp and a 2 picture up there?
Yeah, because it's a replica of the tradition of I and I we love and we embrace that. Because if they went put even one of the Buckymaster picture beside the man that rebel against it, you know. Because you know fit in, because they still embrace the colonial system and the Westminster mother. Yeah. And we don't depend on that.
Then they have a Columbus statue down at Jamaica, down at St. Anne's, man. Oh, nobody now.
You mean? There's a long time they have to move that.
Yeah,
go by the library about, you know, Marcus Garvey statue bus up there, you know.
Yeah, on the bus, then.
Yeah, I don't think
see me from my lady must grave to half of Marcus Garvey, then.
All right. Yeah, the reason why man come with the iron or motor is different, you know, deep reasoning, you know.
Yeah.
Just the people in this world, they don't really understand how this world set up and run, you know. That's why there's so much controversy, you know. And you see, boy, you can't explain yourself no more than what you did. I tell you. You go deep every time. You see it, and I don't know how much you want more out of you. But what really go on still, you know. You people, them, what run this world, and the really human being race around this world, you know. And the majority of the people in this world don't really know say a reptilian race around the world, you know. Because the Council of 13, I don't know, ordinary people, can almost the minority have powers over the majority.
I don't know. I can't read an attack about reptilian. Reptilian. No, I can't read an attack about reptilian, you know. Call people reptilian.
No, I go find me going to reason, you know, because
hold on, man. Me I say the word where you use a while ago was reptilian.
Yeah, reptilian race.
No, I can't read and say that.
No, I can't read and say that.
Or you come to the word reptilian.
Reptilian.
Yeah. Or you come to
the if a living being, man, and you seek, you know, we find, man, research or show you enough things in our earth, man.
That me ask
research, you know.
So who
is research?
You know, this me ask, you know, say, now the man we name Ike come up with that thinking when say the leaders of the world them is reptilian, them can't.
No, I don't know about Ike when you talk about, you know, about I tell you that, you know.
So which part you research it? You know? So which part you research it?
Alright, you ever hear about how man you well diet?
Which part you research it?
Yeah, if you go through that, you go down the card, my lad. Just this one.
No, me ask you, which part you go research it?
Eh?
Which part you research it? About the reptilian people.
Which part you go research it?
Yeah,
because me have documentary. Me have a documentary on that.
Give me the name of the documentary. Give me the name of the documentary.
No, you know, say, if a DVD, me have named The Power of the Ring.
The Power, by who?
Me remember the narrator feed still. Okay. But if me play it again, me can tell you the narrator.
Alright, go and talk with us.
Yeah, but I make you know, say, you see this world now, a reptilian race around this world.
Yeah.
Because even this Jesus Christ logic for them coming, you know, was 2,000 years. Yeah. Yet still the reptilian when they have 4,000 years before Jesus come about. Because of them when live in a cave and live in a hole, you know.
Like who? So give me one. Yeah? Who's a reptilian in this time, yeah? Who's a
reptilian? I'm tell you the reptilian them.
Yeah, like in this time, yeah.
Queen Elizabeth.
Okay.
Dick Cheney.
Yeah,
Rothschild.
So me ask you a question now. Wait, hold on.
Prince Philip.
Wait, don't stop talking, man.
Hillary Clinton.
Yo, you quit it up and down, you know. Me ask you a question.
Yeah.
No, I tell you these things.
Ike.
Yeah, Ike.
Big man. You don't know no more Ike, you know.
So when you read something, when you read something, you know, find out who write it.
Big man.
You ever read the Bible yet?
Mota, you ever read
the Bible? No, but I can't make you talk alone.
You ever get a view of what they talk about?
You ever read the Bible yet?
Yeah, man.
Who name Mark?
Eh?
Who name Mark?
Mark is just an imagination for some people and put together.
Oh, you know that. Oh, you know that.
Mark no surname.
No, Mark no have no surname.
My surname.
Alright, so if him not have a surname, he couldn't read then, right? That's what you say?
Yeah.
Alright, so me ask you a question now. Who write and tell you, say, Rothschild, Queen Elizabeth, and all them things, there's reptiles? Who write and tell you?
Not reptilians. Reptilian race them come
where the word reptilian come from? Which part of the word reptilian come from?
It come from another planet.
Reptiles. Alright,
reptile, okay.
Alright, so me ask you a question now. Who write that where you are tell me, say, all of them people where you talk about is reptilian race? Who write and tell you, say, something goes on?
Well, let me tell you how it goes now. You have a girl named
Rata.
Yo, I'm not telling you.
Oh, you credit no don't.
Tell me.
Who write? Tell me where the girl name.
Let me tell you no Muta, man.
Tell me where the girl. Oh, you credit no don't.
Tell me.
Who write? Tell me where the girl name.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you, Muta, man.
Tell me where the girl name, don't go through no long argument. You credit I go
down. Tell you, I'm going to tell you the name, Muta. You don't give me no time to tell you the girl name, man.
Then don't tell, why? It take long to tell me the girl. Welder,
I think Lisa Welder, something like that. Welder, right. She were with the organization. See?
She tell you, say,
control system.
So
them have them from people. See?
Alright, so she tell you, say,
I choose to escape from the ordeal to come and reveal it to the world. And show what they want and tell you all them people rest and what they want.
Okay.
See, because the man, the scientists are when they work with family
which them come from? Where them come from? Where the reptilian people them come from?
They come from Mars.
Mars?
Yeah. They come from Mars.
Queen Elizabeth come from Mars.
I mean, the Queen Elizabeth no reptilian man.
No, me ask you, brethren.
Yeah.
Me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Hillary Clinton come from Mars.
Yeah.
Hillary Clinton come from Mars.
Hillary Clinton and all them a shapeshifter.
How them reach her?
So all them reach her?
Yeah.
So they don't come to transcendent time, man. To transcendent time, them reach down my lad and live in a hole and in a cave and them way there.
Queen Elizabeth used to live in a hole. In a
hole and in a cave.
Queen Elizabeth,
and they take on to themselves human flesh, man, because of the blood.
So Queen Elizabeth was a little bit
them drinking up to keep sustain them enough.
But me start the dopey story, me can't work with the dopey story anymore. You scare me in the night, yeah. I'm afraid of me one inside, so you scare me, man. That turn me into some idiot. And them way we talk about things. You see? Black people, we have to wake up. Because you see that story the way I tell me about? Without evil figuring it out in himself. It's another white man that show him that, you know. You know, so white people tell we say, I know black people build the pyramid them. White people tell we say, I know black people build the pyramid them. Are some people from outer space. Some people from outer space build the pyramid them according to where them a tell we. And without investigating it, and because here go, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. It's a philosophy that, you know. So if a white man come tell we something, which the white man is the enemy. And them tell you about a person who we not like, which is another enemy, which is Queen Elizabeth and Rothschild and them people, you know. You see the person who tell we about them people there, him become our friend. Thus the term, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So when a guy come now and him start to show you, fit him logic, to show you say, these people is not really people. For show them one side to know say, well, boy, right now really them can't help it, you know, as some people take over them body. And as some people, some reptilian take over them body and make them a do what them a do. Absolve them from that. Like a man that tells the devil make him do it. I know him really do it, you know, but the devil take over him. Not knowing to watch out. Good people do bad things. Good people do bad things. Badness is not a state of human condition, but people become bad because of human condition. So when you look on it now, and you must say, reptilian. Me don't hear about them something there, you know. But you know, me not gonna make no guy come around the corner here so now to come divert you from the real revolution where we are dealing with now. We want black people wake up in our consciousness and say, Africa for Africans, those at home and those abroad. Reparation for all the problem with them carry through. Repatriation for who want to go forward to Africa can go. And that we are work with us, you know. How we are going to uplift ourselves spiritually and mentally. We don't want to hear nothing more about no reptilian people come from Mars and Queen Elizabeth are reptilian. We don't know who Queen Elizabeth is already. She and her our people them enslave black people from them time there until now. And we go to her for reparation and she said she not responsible for it because when slavery was, it wasn't illegal. So we are trying to figure out now how we're going to make the thing go a different way now. Talking about Queen Elizabeth or reptilian, nah, go help we at all. It's another white man that said that now if you come put you in another position, now if you come declare now, if you move you from the essence of what we are talking about just now. We are talking about how the name, how them trick we now believe in say name not important. How we are use name and don't even know why we are use a name there to identify people, place, things. Because the grandchild and all the man you know is reptilian now. How the blood bath that going to help we? How that going to help we at now? When we have some problem you know. We are talking about children who really and truly can't recognize them Africanness. Marcus Garvey, who have done so much to black people. We read them book there, you know. But what? We read them book there to deal with that historical perspective. We now read them book there for going on fantasy and illusion. To make white boy carry but you know fantasy and illusion. A real thing we are talking about. History. History we are talking about now. No Mars thing. Queen Victoria, Queen Elizabeth I, Queen Elizabeth II, them queen there. Nobody come tell me about no reptilian business, brethren. You understand? Because right now, believe you me, trust me, man. Them tell me say, I know we build the pyramid. When we think about Moses, most people think about Moses, you think a black man you think about. When you hear the name Jesus Christ, you think it's a black person you think pan. Be honest with yourself, man. Close your eye and think pan Jesus Christ and think how you think him would have did look. Don't force yourself. If you see a dreadlocks in front of you, just picture Jesus Christ picture in your head and see if it's not a white man you see. So we have to decipher out this Jesus Christ thing, you know. We're not talking about 4,000 years reptilian. We are talking about 2,000 years of illusion about a name that can save you. And all you have to do is just believe and use faith. Because faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. And you gamble and you win and you feel it's true you did gamble the right way, make it win, make you win, make it happen. Not make you win, but make it happen. Make the situation happen. You think you can use when a man has speed down the road and then a man come at him and him swerve out of the man and miss the man, him say, me I tell you say I jam it, me no lick down the man, you know. I jam it, me no lick down the man, you know. And he might say, boy, and the other brother in front of him, you hear the brother beside him, no boy, you're lucky, you know. Me say, if you didn't go 1 inch more, you know, the man dead, you know. You're lucky, you know. So you hear him say, no, it's luck cause all of that. And it's Jah or whosoever you want to call up and now, make that happen. And him serve the car. Him serve the car out of the man. And cause the man not to be hit. But him now give it over to some entity when name Lucky and Jah. Him give it over to all of these entities. And don't recognize that is him. And him serve the car. It could have licked the man. But him did serve at the right way at the right time. And I look that. And then you say, boy, if you lick the man, you say, a bad luck. So luck now have all bad panic too, you know. And so we are talking about people, place, persons and things and how we describe things in our mentality that we can't get through the crevice. Because the words that we use to describe things enslave we. You have luck and you have bad luck. Me have a tune, one blues tune where a man say, I think I know when name they sing the tune. Him say, I don't think when name again, body anyway, you have a blues singer will sing a tune, boy, may I tell you, man, if him did that depend on luck, really and truly, the most of things we happen to him look like him not really have luck at all. I think a muddy waters are one of them you know, I gotta find the tune before the program done. I gotta find the tune before the program done. But when I say the reality is that luck come like when me just say you buy a card, you set out 4 cards on the table. If you draw out the card, you want all right. I'm gonna use that. You roll the dice, and you want a 6, and you go so bam and roll the dice, and the 6 come. You say, see it there. You think you did want the 6? Why the 6 come? Sir, I tell you really believe say I true you want the 6, why the 6 come, and true you in your heart I say, boy Jah, I beg you, make the 6 come, but you not talk that loud, you know, you talk to God now, you say, God gonna make me win now, you know, because you say that 6 gonna come. You think I true you pray in your heart for the 6 come, why the 6 come? So you make the 6 come. I want the people to understand what I say. You think you choose something happen to a man round the corner that's so now. Choose the man trouble you and him go round the corner and a man shot him. You're going to say, yeah man, them don't know so that it got man. You see, you think I him trouble you, maybe the man maybe him trouble you and him really get shot, you know, because your brethren shoot him. Because your brethren so him do to you. So the possibility of him getting shot because him trouble you is quite likely. Based upon your brethren now or always say the daughter them a buy a gun now, forgive them son, because them father did get killed by a man in the community. So them buy a gun now, forgive the youth, for kill back the man who kill him father. Yeah, you have woman that get to do that. And when you catch up on a man now, and you think a luck make Usain Bolt win the race, or true when him go win the race and make the sign of the cross and look up at the sky. You think that make him win? You really believe that make him win? You think if him never do that, he would still win? He wouldn't win? You think that you perform that ritual continuously by making the sign of the cross and look up at the sky? You feel if one time him don't do it, him gonna lose. And if him lose, I him don't do it. Me I tell you, black people, we're not serious. We are live some very serious life, you know. Some rough whole life, according to Sugar Miner. Sugar Miner said we are live a rough whole life. Because I really a whole heap of things with them have we are believing now. We don't know. We just believe in it. And right now, we make belief around with life. We make belief around with life. And all belief is that belief is like a gamble. You believe say this and you believe say that. We talk about brains, yes. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, blessed man.
Good night, Muta.
Yeah, man, you're on the radio now.
Yeah, man, for real, man.
You see, now, me give you the radio for talk and you're not saying nothing. I'm dead here, you have for me, you know. Wow.
No, man, good night, man.
Then I'm going to tell you about good night, you know? You're going to say good night till night, night.
No, man, I tell you, Jack call out and mouth, me I tell you, what day I'm looking at Bible way. Me born 68, you know?
Who born 68?
I know, so me I say, me always say me come back 3 times, but a 4th time me come back as Haile Selassie, you know?
Okay.
Emperor Haile Selassie, I will say, I know, come near Mikey, me are the Almighty, you know? So Emperor, I always say, Emperor Selassie are the Almighty, you know? So I know say a reality I saw about, you know, because
You know, I'm talking no stupid, it's a reality because I come back 4 times. You know what I mean?
Hold on. Who come back 4 times?
I come back as Jesus. I come back as Jesus. I come back as Jah. And I come back
Yo. Who come back 4 times? Who is the person who is coming back 4 times?
So I.
Who is I?
Jah.
All right.
Jah. The Bible says I say Jah. I mean one, you know.
So I come back 4 times.
Jah himself, better I, you know.
Jah come back 4 times.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
4 corner earth there, you know.
The earth of corner too.
I just like when I build up a house, you know.
think the earth is round. Yeah, but I think the earth is round. We never know the earth of corner. I think it is round.
See, but when I read the first book of the Bible, Genesis, I read it say, let there be light. I first like come back because Jesus Christ royalty, Selassie royalty.
Alright, here one out.
First one to come back as a light, you know.
Yo, here one out.
There be light, you know.
Yo, here may I suggest to you now.
Yeah.
It is now 27 minutes past 1 o'clock. You have a stove beside you?
Me have a stove. Me have a hot plate.
You have a hot plate? Well, you have any ganja near you there?
No, me no smoke.
No, me ask if you smoke.
Me not a weed right now.
No, me ask if you smoke, Bridget. You don't have no herbs beside you?
No.
Alright, you have any peppermint tea? You have any peppermint?
Yeah, me have peppermint.
Alright, here you don't know with the peppermint. Put on a little pot with some water.
Yeah.
And put on some peppermint. Right? Yeah, put on some peppermint tea and sit down and drink it. You hear me, Bridget? Alright.
Sometimes it's not education, it's intelligence.
It's Jesus Christ I call me.
No, Jesus Christ I call me, man.
And it's not Zeus neither. ISIS.
Yeah, listen. You know what? I listen. I'm not trying to get a number. And is that you know, say the number. No one can call whosoever just a lay, you know.
Which number?
Every number.
Oh, so how you get it?
You know, I net me up on a while ago and thing.
Oh yeah, sorry about that, man.
But yeah, sometimes I talk still and you mention like then the man them say 2 head better than 1. Sometimes I say you have to know the context of things, you know.
Me know what they mean, you know.
So
you think me don't know what they mean? Eh?
Yeah, I context of things that what I mean, you know.
No, me ask if you think they mean or know what they mean. Eh?
No, but you know, make it sound so.
Alright, you tell me what you think they mean.
Yeah?
When you hear somebody say 2 head better than 1, what do you think they mean?
It mean like you will think of a way, say that is correct way.
And somebody else think the same way.
I know, somebody else think another way.
Yeah.
Cause when you feel say that you right way, would have lick the nail on the head, the man say no, and when him suggest and put it to you now, if he say, man, I'm sure it's a way where you're not thinking and then really
that way there.
Not really, and not really that way there.
Yeah.
You understand? So when him lick it and show you say, yes man, and
that's why 2 head better than 1.
Sometimes I struggle.
Yeah.
I struggle with that kind of way, but since you come up with that way, you know, it's much easier.
That's why 2 head better than 1. Alright, so I'm gonna ask you a question now. Is your head did figure it out or is Feme head did figure it out?
Feme head.
Yeah, but you did wrong.
Yes.
And him did right.
Call it so.
So which part I make 2 head make it right?
Alright. Because my own head couldn't figure it out.
You couldn't figure it out, but
he couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, but the next man figure it out. So how it become
when him join in now, when him join in
no, repeat. Watch out, Bridget. No, repeat what you say, man. Me understand what you say. So me ask you something now. It's not your head figure it out. It's the next man head. So why is it that 2 head better than 1 when it's not your head figure it out, it's the other man head figure it out?
No, but what I know?
Yeah.
Remember, I told you we did it, you know.
Yeah.
You alone did a workout something, you know.
And it no work out.
And it no work out.
That means that your head no good. That means that your head can't work it out.
And the next man come in
and work it out.
And both of them all did it too. And when you work out it.
But you want me, alright, you never hear what me say a while ago. Me say, sometimes you sit down and one man said this and the next man said, I say, boy, you know, say 2 head better than 1 because the 2 only sit down and work out the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, you say now, sometimes a next man no work it out and the other man work it out. So if a next man don't work it out, according to what you are saying, because me they don't tell you say in the talking that sometimes you sit down and you are try work out something and the next man come and add something to the workout and then you say, put my something with film something. You say, boy, right, you know say 2 head better than 1. You know say that sometimes you sit down and you are try work out something and the next man work it out and it work out. So you are saying now in the context now 2 head better than 1. Which part of that make 2 head better than 1 when your head never did work it out?
That I shall show you. So without film help now, me couldn't. Without film help, me couldn't.
But you never work out. But you never work it out. And him work it out, and then you work it out.
Yeah, that's why my head alone couldn't work it out.
But,
so
but
when
no,
him join in,
no, but no, no, you what now? If
when him join in, well, man, him come up with ideas.
Yeah.
All right.
And your idea never work.
My idea never work.
And film idea work.
Yeah.
Then if him work it out, and you work it out.
No, you know that, alright. A female alone work there, so.
Yeah, but
I talk about when both of us try to figure out something.
But that me did say in the first part, me did say, one man sit down and I work out something. And the next man sit down and I work out the same something. And you put the two something them together and it work out.
Oh.
And that me did I say, no. But you come down and say me and put the thing in the wrong. Oh, you mean they never hear what me I say?
Well, me still not listening to me.
You never hear what me say? Two people work out something. And one man.
That's not the main thing we call about.
No, but you make it the main thing now. But wait, no, we're not done. We're not done with it. You know what I say now? If one man work out something and him don't get it, and him don't solve the problem, and the next man work out something and him solve the problem, that's not 2 head solve the problem. No. If one man sit down and work out something, and the next man come.
If I next one head solve it, I just say.
Yeah, and
him alone solve it.
Yeah, and if a one man work out something, and the next man come and work out the same something, and the two of them put them things together and get the solve it. And then so you say 2 head better than 1, you know.
Yeah.
All right. I have said to you now, if 2 man work out something together and them get it right, the term come 2 head better than 1.
Yeah, and
but I know the same thing. I know the same thing you say, man. I know the same thing you say. Don't tell me I know that you say. Me I tell you what me say. I don't know that you say.
Yeah, man, adapt me say.
Hear what you say. Hear what you say. I mean, I will like repeat. Hear what you say. You say if you are work out something and you can't get it to work out, and another man come and work it out.
With me?
I mean with you.
Like me and the man, me alone couldn't work it out.
Yeah.
And then the man come in with.
I help you work it out.
Sit down there and we do ideas.
Yeah.
We do ideas.
So 2 head better than 1.
And then him suggest something now. And say,
yeah, it work out.
Yeah.
So 2 head better than 1, right? That's all right.
Oh yes, but
right,
as me say now.
All right, wait.
Well, I don't want to make we do it. You know, when on the decimal want to talk.
No, but you say no, that's what you want to talk, and that you come up with. But me ask you a question.
No.
You hear the brother say 4 corners of the world a while ago?
Yeah.
And what me say to him?
Say if the world have corner.
Yeah, me ask if the world have corner. They don't say the same argument about 2 head better than 1.
Well,
when a man say the 4 corners, the same thing, you know, 2 head better than 1, the earth have 4 corners.
And all that, you know, you understand. To me, I understand clearly what my try to say.
No, me know what I try to say. Just like the 2 head better than 1, you know. But me not agree with it. Because me know that them kind of logic say them use continuously. That we keep repeating. We keep repeating them talk there, you know. I know we bring up them talk there. And them bring up them talk there, you know, because